Hey guys, how you doing? Wow, there's a bunch of new options, new layouts. Man, guys, I've got to say, I'm pretty disgusted. I'm pretty disturbed. You know, how many times have you heard me say that this community is like, I'm so disgusted with the community. I can't believe it. But I really, like, I mean it every time I say it. Somehow, every time I go live and I talk about these things, it is somehow worse than the last time we talked. Like, and I've got to say, oh, hey, Eric. It is such a gross place. And hey, Dad, I'm glad you're here. And Eric, where have you been? I haven't seen you in mad long. How do I sound, by the way? Let me just make sure I sound okay before I really begin. Okay, I sound fine. That's good. Man, guys, let me put Twitter on screen because I think that's where we have to navigate from. It's so crazy. Gaining Ground hit me up earlier today and was like, "Where have you been?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "How have you not heard anything that's been going on?" And truthfully, like, I have been busy, so I haven't been really checking in on social media, but I did like peep around on Twitter a little bit, and none of this stuff was coming up in my personal feed. So I was completely just in the dark about all of it. Let me share Twitter. Okay, hold on. So disgusting. Like, I can't even believe that anybody would try and compare. It's not FFG. I cannot believe FFG would try and compare a 19-year-old dating, marrying, having a child with a 16-year-old. I can't believe anybody would try and compare that to raping a 4-year-old. Like, what the fuck, man? I'm telling you, hearing these people be willing to absolutely fucking lie and almost defend, like, this at this point, it is coming off as defending this monster who did something disgusting to a 4-year-old. It's coming off as defense of this person by extension. And I've never been more disgusted with this community as a whole. I really never fucking have been. Like, this kind of, I'm telling you guys, this kind of stuff, it really affects me in such a way. Like, do you want to know why I was a little bit late? I was genuinely so negatively affected by some of the horrific, hypocritical, and disturbing opinions that I was reading on Twitter and elsewhere. I was like stocking myself up with nice things, like watching nice things, trying to build up positive emotions in preparation for what we were going to talk about. Like, this stuff really, because I can't, it scares me, guys. It genuinely scares me that people are willing to be this disgusting. And look, I got to show you something. This said so much to me. Like, take a look at this. We have to cover everything I retweeted. But where is this? Like, this said almost everything I need to know about this situation. Courtney tweeted and says, just want to point out that FFG was number 13 worldwide yesterday in highest super chatted YouTubers. If both of them were in violation of terms of service and were on the chopping block, I think it's obvious whose side YouTube would stand on just looking at the numbers. This is all about money. This is all about money. They're willing to defend a fucking child sex rapist by proxy, all for money. Like, at the end of the day, call it hate for Chantel, but what it really boils down to, why the behavior continues, is because there's positive financial reinforcement for the lying, for the fucking hypocrisy. It all boils down to money at the end of the day. For so long, I was always trying and figure out some secret reason as to why these people are behaving the way that they are, and how are they capable, and why are they willing. And it really is as simple as it fucking boils down to money. Like, it will never not shock me personally. Like, what do I do? What have I done? Those of you who have been with me for so long, on this channel, I am about the truth. I am about calling out hypocrisy. And it is very fucking clear that my ideology it's not a big fucking money maker. That is so sad. So it makes it so you need to have, like, oh, it's so crazy. Because who would choose to forego this Chantel hate money? It's about what are you willing to do? You can hate Chantel for valid reasons. That's really what I can't understand. Because there are valid things to criticize Chantel for, but turning it into this dishonest, disgusting display, like, that's what gets me. That's what I can't understand. Why the need to go this far? And, like, okay, let's start getting into some of the shit that I retweeted. Oy vey. Swan Kelly says the fact that they even tried to compare that with a 40-year-old who did what they did to a 4-year-old is disgusting. The tweet in question, Hater Tater says, it's insane how some in this community want everyone associated with Foodie Beauty to be evil. First, Foodie Beauty's dad was a pedo. When he was tossed out, when that was tossed out as bullshit, he's now a predator for getting a 17-year-old pregnant when he was 19. The need to invent things just because they hate Foodie Beauty is wild. And that's where the problem really lies. That is where my criticism, that's where most of the people that are around me, that's where the criticism begins and ends. Why do you need to be dishonest? How can you be so hypocritical? Like, there is much to criticize. Why can't you just stay fucking honest? Ugh. Crazy. Anyway, that's when Swan Kelly says, the fact that they even tried to compare that with what a 40-year-old did to a 4-year-old is disgusting. I can't even fucking believe it. Okay? I can't. Ugh. This is so important as well. Lucky Lola says, not defending Chantel's actions, but something is really pissing me off today. Go ahead and disagree with her parents' age gap, but he's not a pedo. That is not what the word pedo means. Pedo requires prepubescence. Please stop watering down this word. I can't believe that we even need to have the conversation that how dare you compare a fucking 16-year-old and a 19-year-old to somebody who raped a fucking 4-year-old? Are you fucking insane? Like, this isn't funny anymore. This is fucking disgusting. Oh my God. Olap says, but when you use logic to argue with them, you become a Chantel sympathizer. It's not about that. What about the people who say, all of y'all are fucked up? You're disgusting because, again, Chantel, and I'm talking to you, Chantel, if you're watching this, and I hope you are, Chantel fucked up. Chantel made the same mistake that she always does. Why? Why did she feel the need to post a picture of FFG's deceased mother? Like, you're giving her a gift when you do shit like that. You give her, you fucking package it up and you hand her a gift. You need to be smarter than these people. You need to have more control of your own emotions than these people. You gave her a fucking gift by doing that. And you are winning, man. You are winning. Like, ugh. Fucking insane. Then Lucifer, aka Fat Alberta, says, FFG calling you mama a bitch is a bit ironic. You'll frame Chantel's dad as a pedo before calling out Sam and Yaba for telling. Sam and Yaba for telling is all too respect on the name of a man who raped a 4-year-old. You are girl world's biggest bitch. You tap dance for Chantel for money. You are her bitch. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yikes. Then Lipstick Prime says they don't care about anything except fast food and being hypocritical. They're likely living in glass houses, running their fat mouths on YouTube for coins. Hell, they're too big to take a damned real job. And like, this is when we start getting into the actual clips of what was said. Let's listen to this. No Bueno posted this clip and said, Chantel, no one is wondering why you would call someone's dead mom worm food and hope they join her, because there isn't a single justifiable reason for anyone to say that about another human except pure malevolence. Hashtag for what? Can I tell you why this is so fucking ridiculous? They have said the most vile shit about Chantel herself, her family, everyone that Chantel has ever fucking banged elbows with. Yet this is somehow crossing a line. Why? Because it's against one of your fat fucking reactors that you choose to identify with instead of against saying it towards Chantel. Like, these people, I am shown absolute factual fucking proof and evidence that these people stand for nothing. They stand for nothing. If you would laugh and fucking fat hee-haw if this shit was said to Chantel, then you better shut it up, zip your fat fucking lip when it's said to somebody that you do like. If you're against something, you better be against it all across the board. Otherwise, you're a fucking joke. You're a fucking fraud. Ugh. Let's listen to this clip, by the way.
And you're probably thinking, what piece of shit would post someone's deceased mother on their community tab and why? Well, I'm going to tell you why right now. I'm going to remind you everything that this vile monster of a human being, if you can call it that. Yes, I'm dehumanizing her like she dehumanizes me. And you're probably thinking, what piece of shit would post someone's deceased mother on their community tab and why? Well, I'm going to tell you why right now.
Chantel, you made a huge fucking mistake. Now, I understand, I've seen people say, and I've said it myself, well, FFG and everyone says much worse shit to Chantel all the time, every day, for years, and they make money doing it. And yes, I agree with you. 100% I agree. However, under the circumstances, with Chantel knowing the space that she's in and the people that she's dealing with, how did she not realize? How did she not know that saying and doing this was giving an absolute gift? And what did you gain from it? Oh, you made her a little mad, maybe? You're a fucking adult. Play chess, motherfucker. Like, oh my God, this is not how you win, man. This is not how you fucking win.
Now, I'm going to remind you everything that this vile monster of a human being, if you can call it that. Yes, I'm dehumanizing her like she dehumanizes me. And you're probably thinking, what piece of shit would post someone's deceased mother on their community tab and why? Well,
I see. Yes, absolutely. FFG dehumanizes her on a daily basis. But Chantel, be better than that, man. Like FFG, her disgusting, monstrous, vulgar ass is so proud to say, when you go low, I go lower. Like, is that who you want to be, Chantel? Like, yo, fight every fucking ounce of every emotion that you've got to be anything other than anything like that fucking monstrous pig of a bitch. Like, ugh. God. And I know Chantel can do better because we've watched her do better. We've watched her play it strategic and smart and cool and calculated. That's how you win this particular game. Chantel, very unfortunately, you are not playing with people who play fair. So you need to be extra careful, extra smart, extra controlled. Like, come on, man. I wouldn't say this if I didn't think you were capable of it. KKM says, so FFG is saying Yaba is as bad as Chantel here, or what? I don't get it. Oh, listen to Liz. I was so shocked. We're going to hear a clip where somebody points out a very silly, stupid mistake that FFG has made in all of this. Is this the one? No, I don't think this is it, but let's listen to this one. Hater Tater says, nope, Foodie Beauty's mother was not underage when Foodie Beauty was born. Nope. How can FFG claim to be so smart yet not know this? And the way she says it, like it's such a gotcha, this is pathetic and yet somehow hilarious at the same time. I'm fucking disturbed.
Her mom would be his victim. 1,000,000%. Again, Chantal's father had just turned 20 years old before she was born. Chantal's mother was still underage when she was born.
I'm fucking, do you know how much I fucking resent her lying about this and watering down the weight of what that word pedophile means? Fucking 16 and 13? Are you, no, that's not it's 16 and 19. It's a 6 year, is it 6 years? It's 3 years, fucking 3-year age difference. 16 and 19. In what fucking world? Not to mention, look up the fucking stats. Do you know, as far as maturity is concerned, do you know how much quicker females mature in relation to their male counterparts? Like, I say this because you know what it is, man? It's because this fat, ugly, monstrous pig of a bitch didn't do dating when she was young. She didn't do, the middle school, the high school dating. So she's hateful and fucking jealous and thinks any age difference at all. She doesn't actually think that, though. She's being maliciously fucking dishonest. And along the way, defending an actual fucking child rapist by proxy. I hope you're fucking proud of yourself because now forever you have that moniker. I hope you fucking wear it proudly. You defend an actual child rapist by proxy. You are disgusting. Like, you never, ever get to say that you're better than Chantel, that she's so evil and no, bitch. With this decision alone, you have taken the fucking cake. And anybody, I'm telling you, fucking anybody anybody who considers themselves a fucking outlier, or I'm one of the good ones. I'm one of the truth teller voices in girl world. Because I saw one reactor who has pretty large numbers taking a very obvious, purposeful pass, like commenting on this, but not pointing out the absolute disgusting fucking shit that's going on around it and inside of it. Like, I'm telling you, man, I'm coming for your ass. I'm coming for your fucking ass. Oh, I have no respect for these other channels who they obviously know everything that goes on in this fucked space. They will talk about FFG, they will talk about Yaba, but never mention when shit is skewed in the opposite direction, because they don't want to alienate their Chantel fucking hate audience at all. I have no respect for you. And truthfully, you should really have no fucking respect for yourself either. You know who I'm talking about specifically right now? That asshole Jordy. Like, yo, he fancies himself a fucking truth teller and one of the voices who's rational in girl world. He's fair and honest and rational. But you're real fucking silent when this piece of shit that you share an audience with is defending an actual child rapist by proxy and falsely calling Chantel's father a fucking pedophile in the meantime. Oh, cool, but you say nothing? You're a fucking pussy. I have no respect for you. Bro, I think it was your post that I saw that made me aware of his pussification, man. I think it was your shit. There's something I hate maybe more than a fucking liar and a hypocrite is somebody who posits themselves above the community that they're in, yet will say nothing to potentially upset their own fucking apple cart. The answer is go fuck yourself. You're a fucking pussy and a problem. Maybe even more so. What's that quote? What is that quote? That famous quote that for evil to succeed, all that needs to happen is for good men to say nothing? Like, ugh. I did not say it verbatim, but I got the gist. That's the gist of the quote I'm talking about. Yick. I hate everybody. Let's go back to Twitter. There's more clips we have to listen to. This is fucking horrendous. Red says, calling someone a botched abortion is crossing the line. I don't care if you hate foodie. I don't know, in some chat says Shmi, which is what they call Chantel's mother. So Chantel's mother fed Cutie as many lies as she did bags of chips. She wasn't planned. She was nothing more than a botched abortion. Listen, if you and your fucking community and the people that you fucking rub fat elbows with are A-okay with rhetoric such as this, how about, I don't want to hear your fat fucking tears when somebody calls their deceased mother worm food. Like, you set the rules round these fucking parts. Now, because this person is matching your fucked energy, now you're gonna put your fat hands up and cry foul? Like, please blow it out your fucking ass, you coward. God, I hate everybody so fucking bad. Here goes another clip. Gaining Ground says, but please cry more about Foodie Beauty saying worm food. Red tweets this clip out and says, what is it with FFG and mothers? She just has to insult other women. Was your mom a shitty mother, FFG? Is that why you're projecting? Also, since when do you care about crimes against children? You've only spoken about it once. And listen, her defense by proxy of this actual literal child rapist tells me a lot that I need to fucking know about this fucking grievous pig. Like, ew.
And crimes that have nothing to do with girl world. Report that shit. hate somebody so much for online fatty drama bullshit that you will go this low day after day for weeks. It's not the gotcha that you.
Are you stupid? Are you fucking high? Chantel's going this low for weeks and with no stupid, ugly, monstrous pig. Nay, 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 nay. You go fucking super duper low on a daily, nightly fucking basis. And she says one thing. I think this is what it is, guys. This is what I think it really is. Like, okay. So FFG told a lie. FFG called Chantel's father a pedophile for having a relationship when he was 19 with a 16-year-old Chantel's mother. So FFG is choosing to tell a lie, and Chantel countered that lie with some harsh truth. And I think that's what the fucking upset and the outrage is about, because the truth is always going to hurt a hell of a lot more than a fucking fib from a fat pig will. So that's what it is, I think.
You think it is, and it says a hell of a lot more about you than it says about who you're coming for. That's all I'm going to say. So, like I said, this was this upload, I can tell by the title and what she was already speaking on yesterday in our stream that we did, right? She was already touching on the topic. She has dabbled into that topic over and over. This is a dedicated video.
And I've got to say again, while I agree with everything I've been saying so far, I wish Chantel hadn't have done this. This is not how you win this particular fight. This is not how you win this particular war. Chantel, you need to be smarter. You need to be stronger. You need to be more strategic. Do you know how much I wish that Chantel and I were actually friends the way that everybody thinks that we are? I wish that I had a fucking line where I could just call her up and be like, hey, bitch, what are you thinking? What are you doing? But unfortunately, that is not the case.
To a 4-year-old SA victim and crimes that have nothing to do with Girl World. Report that shit. Report that shit. Let it be known that we don't want this shit in our community, okay? We go fatty low blows, not crimes against children low blows.
Dude, what you're doing is a crime against an actual child victim. You are making up fictitious fucking fairy tales and lies, all to defend an actual fucking child rapist by proxy. That's what you're doing. She says it herself. The reason why she's saying this, the reason why she's doing this is because Chantel dared speak the truth about Yaba's own actual proximity to a fucking child rapist. So how FFG chooses to counter that reality is she chooses to make something up so she too can jump on the bandwagon of defending this child rapist's good fucking name. That's where we're at. That's who FFG is. All of these assholes on Twitter talking about, oh, how are you going to use this? How are you going to exploit a victim? Have you nothing to say to this absolute vile fucking abomination and what she's doing and why? Now we're at the point where this is actually harming victims. This is actually watering down the weight of the word, what a pedophile is and what it means to be one. Like, I'm so fucking disgusted. I can't even handle it. Did we watch all of this? I don't even remember.
That's fucking disgusting. And the ones who, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to keep it vague. There is one person who we know is in her ear constantly and who really gets pissed off when anybody says a word about his goddamn mother.
Dude, do you know how much I wish that that I or Gaining Ground were actually in Chantel's ear? I fucking assure you that if I or Gaining Ground were, she would not be handing you these absolute gifts by posting pictures of your mother and calling her worm food. That's what you do. That's what kind of a mudslinging pig you are. Like, ew. No one would ever give Chantel this advice. This is not how you fucking win this shit. Like, yikes.
He's one of the ones. He's the one taking the lowest blows week after week about a 4-year-old SA victim.
Gaining Ground is making the lowest blows? Like, I'm telling you, I need you guys to understand what these fucking people are actually fighting against. They're fighting against the truth. They're fighting against accountability for one's own actions and hypocrisy as a result of their own fucked up reality. And how is FFG going to join Yaba's fight and fucking rally around her? Like, I can't even fucking believe that so many grown adults are willing to just blindly go along with and support this fictitious, horrendous fucking gobbledygook, man.
Why the fuck would any of us give a shit what is said about your stupid mother? You fucking inbred.
Do you know, it's so crazy how she can say that and everybody in her chat will agree, yet at the same time will sit there and cry foul when somebody discusses her mother. How do you think that the rules are different for you? The rules are not different for you. You set the fucking standard. You set the standard that it's a-okay to talk about people who are dead, people who are ill, people who are anything, mothers, fucking family. You set that standard. You made the declaration that it's a-okay. So when somebody does it to you, you don't get to throw your hands up and cry foul. And all of these fucking hypocrites in chat, they laugh, they love it, they hee and ha ha when FFG or anybody else says disgusting things about Gaining Ground's mother, Chantel's mother. But when Chantel has the fucking audacity to call FFG's mother worm food, it's a big to do. Blow it out your fucking ass. Blow it out your fucking ass.
Twitch is more touchy than the YouTube. Nobody gives a fuck about you or your fucking mother, okay? Keep blabbing the shit that you do. And woo, they talk about my mommy. Fuck off. Fuck.
That's you, bitch. You're sitting here, me, they can't about me, dead, me. That's you, bitch. What do you mean? Do you understand how almost every fucking criticism that ekes out of this monstrosity's fucking face can be applied directly and honestly to her? Like, that's insane, man.
You, fuck your mother, fuck your father, fuck your sister, and fuck any fucking relative, past, present, whatever. That line of family, that fucking shit line of family, shit apples don't fall far from the trees, Caillou.
I mean, okay, let's go by your logic then. So is this an admittance on your part, FFG, that your parents are directly responsible for the huge, heaping, oozing pile of stinky shit that you've become? So by your logic, now we can blame who raised you, right? You're their fault. Like, yikes. Remember, you made these rules, bitch. You made these fucking rules.
You're a fucking degenerate. I can only imagine what your trees are like. Let's move on, shall we? We will watch that video because I'm fucking heated. It's a raid stream. I want to watch that with you. but not here. We can't melt.
Do you know, I don't even believe for 1 second that FFG is angry, hurt, upset, or anything. I think the moment that Chantel posted what she did and said what she did, I think FFG rubbed her fat, grubby, fucking ham hock hands together and said, woohoo, I can make a mountain out of a molehill with this one. Can't wait to do it. She doesn't give a fuck, man. Why would she give a fuck? Like the pain, I don't know about you guys, but the pain of death is the death itself. I don't give a fuck what some asshole that I don't respect on the internet has to say about, you know what I mean? Like this is her pretending. This is her strategically pretending, and Chantel fucked up. While we over here understand that, she has been maligned by this individual way more for way longer of a time. It still was a mistake on Chantel's part, and I wish she hadn't done it, because it gave FFG a gift. It gave her a victim card to run with and to play victim with and over. Yick. JL says, I'm glad I distanced myself from this community. How is everyone upset with Foodie when this is literally how the community has been operating the past year? Go after families and spew disgusting things about people's loved ones. All of these, another thing, do you want to know what, and I think there's screenshots that will come up in my feed eventually. Do you know what FFG did? She doxed Chantel's entire family fucking bloodline, Salah's entire fucking family tree, doxed, I think, Chantel's stepfather and his family. Like FFG, her retaliation to Chantel saying, oh, your mom is worm food, and posting a picture of said mother that FFG had posted herself. FFG's response to that was to dox Chantel's entire fucking bloodline and Salah's entire fucking bloodline. That's the response to these things. That's a pussy. That's a pussy through and through. Persephone says, maybe I'm an asshole here, but FFG has been talking shit on Chantel's family forever. Forever. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be shocked when Chantel says shit about FFG's family. They're both in the wrong. I don't know what OFC means, but I mean, come on. This is how these two are. I mean, I agree with that. Keenan Ground says, oh my God, listen to this. This is so fucking amazing. We have not gotten into, and we're getting there now, thank God. And that is the thumbnail. Oh God, the tweets and some of the things that Sam and Yaba have said with all of these fucking FFG fictitious revelations. Like, y'all are so stupid, so fucking stupid, just out here doubling down, proving everything, every criticism people have leveled in your direction, proving them all 100% fucking correct. Anyway, Sam says, y'all think I'm playing about motherfuckers who have harassed us over that tragedy going to jail? Keep thinking that. It's already too late. It's already done. Snifford, you're on the list too. Do you know what this gives vibes of? Tell me not. This fucking tweet of you're going to jail. It gives very much vibes of the consequences will never be the same with the fucking internet police. Like, okay, Jesse Slaughter's dad, tell me all about how Keenan-Ground's going to jail. Now you're going to call the internet police. Tell me about how much crack you smoke. Like, yick. Keenan-Ground says, oh my God, not the list. Well, it's a good thing I have every single one of your filthy, defamatory streams saved and ready to go. You really thought you were going to come in here and swing your gunt around and force us all to play by your rules? Go fuck yourself, Samantha. You've been backtraced. Oh, I forgot about that, Gem. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. And hold on a second. Where the fuck you at? Hold on a second, guys. What? What? Where did my phone go? I heard it go off, but I can't find it. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to find my phone. Hold on 1 second. Never mind, I found it. Okay, I want to read. I think somebody sent a donation. I don't want to miss it. Somebody sent a donation and said, silent viewer, FFG has created Schrodinger's Smee. Either Foodie Beauty's mom is a baby trapping a whore or the victim of a pedophile. Depends on her mood. This is insane. First of all, thank you so much for your generosity, your kindness, and the support of this channel. And even more so, thank you for your message, your support of my message here. Because I'm not going to lie to you. It absolutely fucks me up to no end that it is so financially beneficial to these people who are so dishonest and hateful in Chantel's direction, because that's what keeps the behavior continuing. So you've no idea how much it means to me that you're willing to support this channel and my message of truth, consistency, and just honesty and integrity. It means so much to me that you're willing to support that message with your hard-earned money. And I agree with you. Everything you said in your comment, it is fucking insane. And we're about to get to a clip where somebody actually calls out FFG in her own chat, and I am shocked that it happens. Like, wait, just wait and listen. And then Turbo Toot says, it's like they're all competing who is the biggest piece of shit. Newsflash, you all are. And then it's that Spider-Man meme where it's Yaba, FFG, and Foodie Beauty all pointing to each other. And yo, this is something I think it's so important to read out. Gaining Ground tweeted and said, I don't know who needs to hear this, but a 19-year-old being with a 16-year-old in a region where 16 is the legal age of consent is not the same as a 40-year-old junkie loser raping a 4-year-old. There is no comparison. None. Zip. Zilch. Zero. Some of you are really out here finding ways to minimize what an actual pedophile did just because a Foodie Beauty reaction channel had kids with him, and anyone who hates Foodie Beauty must be protected at all costs. What the fuck is happening to some of you people? I mean it when I tell you, I would never have believed you if you told me even a year ago that we would get to this low of a disgusting point in this fucking space. We are now to the point where people are painting actual child rapist pedophiles as a saint and weaponizing that fictitious sainthood against anybody trying to hold them accountable. And then people like FFG who are willing to jump on that bandwagon and mirror that fucking sentiment by proxy, and then help to water down the weight of the word pedophile and call a 19-year-old and a 16-year-old getting together anything, anywhere similar to a disgusting fucking criminal monster who would prey sexually on a 4-year-old. I'm saying it descriptively every time on purpose because you need to understand what is happening here. You need to understand the weight of what these fucking people are willing to do. I personally, I can't fucking believe it. I really can't. Red says she's worm food now. If FFG was the one saying that, all of you would be clapping your fupa balls and agreeing with her. This is why this means absolutely fucking nothing to me. They say more vile shit to Chantel and about her family, her friends, anybody having to do with Chantel. They say worse shit on a daily fucking basis. I can't believe Chantel even fucking apologized. I can't even believe she did. And she did. Of course she did. Yikes. And then Tommy, shout out. I know you're in chat. My dad says they will never call out their master, no matter how much vile she gets. It's okay to dox children, call people a pedo, stalk, bully, etc. As long as it's FFG doing it, these adults look up to a bully. It's pretty fascinating what they're willing to look past. It's fucking scary, man. It is so fucking scary what they're willing to look past. Is this the clip? I think this is the clip. Okay, this is the clip I'm talking about. Listen to this. Hater Tater tweets this clip out and says, so if Chantel's mom was a child victim of a pedo, she wasn't. But I think, did we already read this? Let's listen to this. I think this is the one because it says Lori, FFG's smartest follower. Okay, listen to this. Why isn't it playing?
Lori, hello. I'm not going to spoiler it yet, but Lori, you're smart, Lori. Anyway, we will get to that moment, and it's a Lori. It's a thinker. Lori is a smart one.
Oh, this is not the one I was This is not the one I was thinking of.
I'm going to make a claim here that is a fact. It's not even just a claim. I'm about to spew a fact at you, and I've decided that we're going to start heavily leaning into this fact on this channel because Lori mentioned something to me today, and I was like, God damn.
What is this?
How has nobody, gone there yet with her? How? Lori, damn it. Round of applause again for Lori. Lori, bravo. That's all I can say. She's talking about having a kid with a PDF file. Who had a kid?
Oh, this is the clip I'm talking about. Listen to how this fucking hippo moron does not even understand what she's actually saying as she spews this fucked logic. Listen to what she doesn't even realize that she's saying because it pertains to Yaba also. If this logic is correct, just listen. Oh, I'm so sorry. I put it backwards. Let's listen.
Oh, how? Lori, damn it. Round of applause again for Lori. Lori, bravo. That's all I can say. She's talking about having a kid with a PDF file. Who had a kid with a PDF file? Are you talking about your mother? Because your mother's the one who had a kid with a PDF file. Chantal's father's birthday is March 17th, 1964. Chantal's birthday is March 20th.
I want you to understand what she is. She's denigrating Yaba at the same time. If you're going to, your allegations is that Chantel's mother had a child with a pedophile, right? Even though your definition of a pedophile is a 19-year-old man procreating with a 16-year-old woman. Yet your good bosom fucking buddy Yaba, she actually and factually, literally procreated with an actual pedophile. Like, do you understand the logic that you're spewing? Do you understand who that logic also fucking applies to? Like, what a fucking moron.
28th, 1984. That means that Chantal's father had just turned 20 years old when Chantal was born. Chantal's mother was what, 16, 17 when Chantal was born? What does that make Chantal's father if not a PDF file? And what would that make Chantal's mother if not having had a kid with a PDF?
Okay, so by your logic, then Chantal's mother is a victim, right? Are you shaming a victim? Are you okay with shaming a victim? Are you okay with shaming the child that is as a result of that child, that 16-year-old child being victimized by a 19-year-old also child, in my opinion? Like, understand what you're saying, you fat fucking moronic animalistic pig. Like, jeez.
File. So from now on this channel, every time she wants to go there and talk about people having their kids and who they had them with, let's just remind her that her father is a PDF file. I love that for her. Watch your fucking mouth, Chantal. Melamanka.
You know, do you know how crazy it is? Like, even if that logic were true, even like, you do understand, if Chantal were the product of pedophilia, that would be of no fault of her own. So by that, are you then saying that the onus of being the product of an actual literal child rapist, are you saying the onus falls onto Yaba's own children? Are you really making that argument? Hey, Yaba, I would think that you would have a really serious problem with this logic and with this, with this thinking. What FFG is literally and legitimately saying is that your children are to blame and it is their cross to bear that their father raped a child. That's out of FFG's own fucking mouth. What have you to say about that, Yaba? What have you to say about that, Sam? Like, holy, that's why I'm saying this idiot doesn't even realize what she's saying. She doesn't care. And neither do any of the sheep who are egging her on in the fucking chat. All morons, man. Ugh. And then Hater Tater tweets out a clip and says, nope, Foodie Beauty's mother was not underage when Foodie Beauty was born. Nope, how can FFG claim to be so smart? I think we heard this one already.
Chantal's mother was still underage. Exactly. Her mom would be his victim. 1,000,000%. Again, Chantal's father had just turned.
So she admits that if her logic is correct, that Chantal's mother would be a victim. So you're victim shaming. Again, I'll say you're A-okay with victim shaming. You're A-okay with taking out and making the product, the child of that fucking union. You're okay with making it their cross to bear for the dirty misdeeds of their father? Is that what you're saying? Like, yikes.
20 years old before she was born. Chantal's mother was still underage when she was born.
Yeah, yes, grapevine. Yep. And a meth addict.
Okay, and yours was an alcoholic. You want to keep adding? Because we can keep adding, girl. Your PDF alcoholic father. You got another one? Because we can, again, we'll keep going.
I honestly, this is absolutely, do you remember how I kept saying that this is FFG defending an actual child rapist by proxy? No. At this point, she is outright defending an actual child rapist. This is where her quest for YouTube money and ass pats for Chantel hatred, this is where her quest for those things have taken her. That now she is absolutely 100% defending an actual child rapist. And we haven't gotten to this yet. Let me find it. It's the tweet of Yaba's that I used in my thumbnail. And I want to get to it now because it's pertinent to what we're talking about and what I want to say. Where is it? Did I never retweet it? Fuck. Damn it. I don't think I retweeted it. Where the fuck is it? Gaining Ground must have fucking retweeted it, right? Because I've said many times, and I've said it with my whole fucking chest, calling Yaba's ex, her baby daddy, a child rapist. Okay, here it is. Here's the tweet. Yaba had the fucking unbelievable fucking audacity to tweet this and said, I don't know what I have to do with any of this, but to correct you fucking morons out there, that was a DUI arrest mugshot. He wasn't convicted of that crime because, well, death. So you might want to watch what you say or don't. This is Yaba in not so many words, and Sam doubling down with the tweet of hers I read out. This is them threatening to potentially take people to court for defaming her ex that is a child rapist. And I am comfortable and confident enough to say that with my whole fucking chest. Please show the world that you are willing to, like, because look at this tweet alone. She didn't say, oh, maybe don't say that because he's innocent. Nay, 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 nay. What she said was he wasn't convicted of that crime because he died. She knows full well that he is fucking guilty. And just the simple fact that she's willing to play semantics like this is what makes her disgusting. This is what we as a community, this is the behavior we've been calling out from the very beginning. Sam doubled down on it. Now she has FFG joining in on it. I can't believe FFG is willing to make herself look this bad for somebody, aka Yaba, who would not piss on her if she was on fucking fire. And now, as a result of FFG's misguided defense, she is now overtly defending an actual pedophile child rapist. Like, that's where the fuck we're at, guys. Can you believe it? Can you fucking believe it? Because I can't. And dude, Yaba's saying, I don't know what I have to do with any of this. She knows damn well what she has to do with any of this. FFG is now guilty of what she has been accusing me, Gaining Ground, Belinda of. She is now actual. Because look, yo, what does exploitation mean? She has actually made over $2,000 in super chats. I read you that tweet earlier, right? She was number 14 on YouTube stats. So who's exploiting what now? I'm sorry, Yaba. She is willing to exploit your situation, to lie, to make you look bad, to make herself look bad, all to make money, to get fucking internet social ass pats. That's who she's in service to. Not the truth, not to victims, not to anything like that. Like, this is why it fucks me up to no end that the claims against Foodie Beauty, Chantel, are always moral ones. I would have a very different take on things if these fat bitches, if they posited as, hey, we're just two fat bitches going at it, but I'm going to win in terms of like tactics, because then that would be an honest assessment of the situation. But when you have people like FFG and Yaba calling out moral indiscretions of fucking Chantel with all of their own, like, it's how can you be so fucking hypocritically ridiculous, man? It's ridiculous. Dude, I honestly, I can't stand it, Eric. Eric says the word pedo is thrown around way too loosely by the people who are the ones with skeletons in their closet. How do people not understand that to water down a word as serious as that one, like, it does actual fucking real world harm to promote these fucked up ideologies of I can't stress enough how much just promoting these rules for me, like rules for thee but not for me, that ideology alone is so fucking damaging, so dangerous. I've said it many times and I'll say it again. Hypocrisy is 100% of the reason why everything in our world is fucked up. It's because of people making rules for others but not living by those same rules themselves. Look into any fucking institution, be it banking, police, politics. All of it is fucked. We're in the state, in the world that we are because of hypocrisy. This is why it fucks me up when people don't actively fight against the hypocritical fucking ideology. Ugh. Again, like, do people really not understand that for evil, like that quote that I can't state verbatim, but really for evil to thrive, all that needs to happen is for good men, honest men to fucking say nothing, to be selfish and cowardly and be afraid to, and not want to upset their own apple cart. Oh, I'm not going to call you out because you know what? My channel is doing really well. And we have similar audiences. We both have a similar Chantel hate audience. So I'm not going to acknowledge your hypocrisy, even though it's blatant. It's involving fucking an actual child rapist. And, but still, I have no fucking backbone to speak of. And I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to upset my own apple cart. Fuck that. I made too much money also. This is the ideology of these people. I can't stomach it. Eric says, throwing around terms like pedo casually waters down their seriousness. When used out of context, it desensitizes people to real abuse cases, making it harder for actual victims to be believed. Absolutely. And another thing too, not only are you absolutely right, but again, like what I said with the ideology, do you understand the weight of what I pointed out here, of the double-sided logic that FFG is talking in that clip that I played? Like, these things, you do understand how fucked up it is that she is calling Chantel's father, who was a 19-year-old man with a 16-year-old woman, she's calling that person a fucking pedophile while completely making excuses for somebody who actually fucking victimized sexually a 4-year-old. 1 digit. 4 years old. 1, 2, 3, 4 years old. Not 14, not 45, fucking 4. 4. The fact that she would ever try to make that fucking comparison, the fact that anyone sat in chat and went along with it, y'all are fucking disturbing. Can't even fucking handle it. You have no idea how much this shit actually affects me. This shit genuinely affects me because it is women like this, women who make excuses, for their men, for their friends, for the people they like. It is people like this, it is ideologies such as these why actual victims don't get the justice that they deserve. It is ideologies such as these why victims hesitate to speak up. It's the reason why predators fucking thrive. And I hope everybody understands how serious of a situation this is, how serious these claims are, how serious this fucking hypocrisy is. I hope you understand how low in the fucking mud this fucking community has fallen. Like, do you understand? Do you understand how fucking low this shit has gotten at this point? For what? For what? Ugh. Give me a second, guys. I need to take a sip of my drink. Hold on a sec. Yo, Ada Geddon says, how can anyone still support Yaba? I don't get it. Yo, at this point, I don't know how anybody could support either of these fucking people. I can't believe FFG was this stupid. I can't believe she was this stupid, this audacious, this low, this fucking willing to defend an actual fucking pedophile. Capone Boxer says, how can anyone buy their merch? Like, yo, aside from how can anybody buy their merch in terms of how could you support them? How could anyone buy their fucking merch in terms of how could you be willing to give them your personal private information? How could you be willing to sign on to agree with them blindly forevermore under threat of doxing? Like, that's what I can't fucking understand. It's insane. Let me go back to Twitter. I think there were more tweets I wanted to read out. Ooh, Gaining Ground responded and said, you have everything to do with it because you had 3 kids with him. And when you found out he raped a 4-year-old child, you lied and said he was a military hero and family man to protect your brand. You're a pig. And now, not only do I agree with him 100%, but look at what she's willing to do. Look at what FFG is willing to do. All on their campaign. And you know what this came as a result of? I can't believe. I mean, I don't know why I'm so surprised, but I am. This all came on the heels and as a result of Chantel's excellent response video to Yaba that got overall positive support. It made these motherfuckers way too worried. It made them too scared. They couldn't fucking handle it. But again, this was a huge mistake on FFG's part. And is she this stupid? Does she really not understand what she admitted to? The logic, the hypocritical logic that she spewed, what she's supporting, what she's defending? Like, I don't know if she doesn't realize or if she really just doesn't care. Ugh. A radiated woman said, wait, did she defend him while he was alive? I'm not sure. Lynn the Cynicon says, a radiated woman, she defended him when he was dead, alive, both. I'm not sure about the timeline of that. All I know is what we saw on the internet. All I know is her painting him as a saint to try and weaponize that fictitious sainthood against her online adversaries. That's what she did do. That's all I know that she's done. As far as anything else in timeline is concerned, I don't know. But listen, according to FFG, it is both her, it's not only her fault because she had a child with a fucking pedophile, but it's also her children's cross to bear. So according to FFG's logic, Yaba and her children both should have to, and the victim should all have to answer for the monstrous acts of this child rapist. That's according to the logic of FFG, your greatest fucking friend and supporter, right? Like, holy Jesus Christ. Potato says, maybe I'm being naive, but I don't think anyone gets behind the rape of a 4-year-old. The Chantel hate blocks out any and all feelings, and FFGs too. Listen, I really hope so, Potato. I really hope so. And that's the reason why I keep saying she does not realize the logic that she's spewing. And it's because she is so comfortable with hypocrisy. Like, she's so used to being able to spout whatever out of her mouth without considering, does this same logic apply to me or to the people near me? She's too used to fucking hypocrisy. And it's a fucking problem. It's an absolute fucking problem. It makes me sick. Stephanie says the blindly following of those women just doesn't make sense. Ugh. It again and says, Potato, I think you're right. A lot of people watching will have children. They're willfully ignorant because they hate Chantel. Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. And I think that's a huge fucking problem. That's such a huge fucking problem. And hey, No Name, how you doing? I don't know. It's been a long while since I've been genuinely like fucking disturbed by the actions, by the words, by the lows of this fucking godforsaken community. Do you know what I want to do? Do you know what I think we should do? I was going to maybe hold on, wait. Belinda says, how do you deal with it if you were foodie? I mean, listen, Belinda, she needs to be more strategic. Like, I think we all have seen, like, giving, like, what do you do at the end of the day? I know people understand on a human level. Oh, I understand why Chantel went off the rails and posted pictures and said what she said about FFG's deceased mother. On a human level, you understand the emotion behind it. But as me, someone from the outside, she did herself no favors. She gave FFG an absolute gift. So my suggestion, my advice is think strategically. Think strategically. Chantel has been targeted by these people, by this community for a very long time. Like, if you're going to lose your shit, if you're going to go off the rails emotion wise, do it in a way that is beneficial to your cause. do it in a way that's beneficial to your plight. Saying things like this, doing things like this, it's handing FFG a gift. The way you actually hurt these people is simply by shining a light on the truth. The way that you hurt these people is by behaving exactly how she did in the last video. Shining a light, doing it cool, calm, and collected, and just telling the truth. How much support did she get? It was all positive fucking support. That is the way that you fight this particular beast. That's the way that you win this particular war. And I know, I think she is incapable for the most part, and it's unfortunate. She is incapable. Most people are, to be honest with you. Most people are incapable of stopping their emotions and taking a minute and saying, is this reaction to my benefit? Chantel is not alone in that. We have watched it. We've called it out in terms of Yaba, in terms of FFG, in terms of everybody, in terms of gaining ground, Belinda. Like, this is a common human trait, and it's unfortunate. Chantel's maid says Chantel's very emotional, but these people are emotional as well. These people are very emotional too. It's just they get support for when they feel bad. FFG, Yaba, like Yaba specifically, is one of the most fucking emotional, dysregulated people I've ever seen. But because she gets fucking barrels of support for her lack of fucking control of her own emotions, she's not forced to deal with it and change. That's what I'm saying. This does harm to everybody. In the long run, it does harm to the reactors too in the long run. Anyway, I put on Twitter earlier that FFG was doing a reaction video to Chantel's stream, and I was going to snipe it, but I couldn't get there in time. So let's react to it now. If she still has it up. I don't know if she does. Let me look. She still has it up. It's called The Dirty Delete That Secured Her Spot in Hell. God, meaning Chantel. Like, how dare you? How dare you? Ugh. Like, oh, Chantel's spot is secured in hell. Like, okay, but you are sitting here actually defending a factual child rapist. But it's Chantel who's going to hell? Good, got it, great. Fucking unbelievable.
I'm Wilford.
We were live. We were snippety sniping. And she found out we were live and she cut the live off and it got dirty deleted. It was a whole mess. And it is a whole mess. We, of course, have that dirty deleted tonight. It's so gross. Let me just a little like warning before we get going.
Ugh, is that what happened? She was sniping Chantel's content, so Chantel turned off the live stream. That's what happened. I didn't even realize that.
You know, there are a few streams that mentally, and we all go back to, and we use them as examples of like her at her worst. I'm thinking just off the top of my head, the Pumped Up Kicks, Cuba Rage. There are certain streams anyway, certain ones are in Crack It.
Dude, all of that shit pales in comparison to your dirtiest of deeds, you fucking miscreant. Are you kidding? You better come up with a better fucking list if you're gonna fucking list it out there, Monsty.
Olympics, the attempted B&E, the CPAP rescue, her going to the cops, filing false police report. You know what I'm talking about. In my opinion, this dirty deleted that we're going to watch today, first of all, it's already in the archive and that's forever. It is up there with some of the worst The absolute worst. Some people are saying this topped Cuba Rage. I don't know if I agree with that, but it's bad. Okay. On
Cuba Rage? What the fuck is that, first of all? And if I've seen clips, it wasn't that bad. Like, at least Chantel, as harsh as that truth may be, at least she's speaking all fucking facts, bitch. I think that's what you're actually upset about. Like, you're out here, you having to make shit up and like defend actual child rapists. And all Chantel need do is tell the God's honest truth about you and your situation. Yeah, I mean that would rub anybody pretty wrong, huh?
Auntie M, hey girl, thank you for the super chat. Thanks for being here for round 2. Oh, wait, who just said am I blocked? Sandy Toes, you are not blocked, girl. I see you. I see you. Yeah, she threatens me a whole bunch of anyway. It's so fucked. This is so fucked.
Oh my God. Somebody paying $70 to say Foodie Beauty is a piece of shit. Spite money for the win. Yo, I'm telling you, nothing pays like Chantel fucking hate money pays. This is why I put some of the onus onto the fucking audience. Do you think for 1 second, if these motherfuckers were not making money hand over fist, do you think that they would continue with the same tenacity? Like, why would they change any behavior that is benefiting them financially? This is why the onus go. I can't hang it. Paying $70 just to hate, spite for no reason. Oh, I hate the world we live in.
Constantly got over and over.
And correction. Secured Chantel's spot in hell. No, bitch. We are in hell. We are all in hell already together. And you and your friends are to fucking blame for it.
Over telling her audience to mass flag my channel and stuff, which is highly against TOS. She's physically threatening me in this one. She says one of the stupidest lines that in my belief has ever come out of her mouth. Anyway, we're going to watch it all together. She did. She said horrid shit. And this is the great point. And this time she can't blame the purple mattress in Lachine. She can't blame alcohol. She can't blame anything. This was her, as sober as you're going to get her, just spewing what she has inside. And it's hateful as all hell. LLW, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Foodie Beauty is a POS. Spite money for the win. Thank you so much. And
Bro, are you asking me that question? EE said, would you respect Jesse Harris and call an innocent man a pedo for $3,000? I mean, no, I wouldn't. Very obviously, I wouldn't. But it's like, yo, I kind of understand. Because having integrity, telling the truth, doesn't make a lot of money, man. I'm not, you know what I mean? That has been my shtick on YouTube, is telling the truth, calling out hypocrisy, consistency, integrity. A lot of people don't fucking relate with that ideology, man. Very unfortunately. Like, the masses tend to have more in common with the fucking morbid obese hypocrites, the dishonest, morbidly obese fucking hypocrites. That's a sad state of fucking affairs, man.
Pretty much agree with you. Yes, exactly. Her true colors. It's who she really is. She can try, if, for example, again, to just use Cuba Rage as the example, she has, since Cuba Rage, always tried to say that's not who she is. Somehow the alcohol just brought the racist out of her. That didn't exist without it. What? Well, this one is who she truly is. There's nothing else going on but just her mouth running. Polar Pinup, thank you for the super chat. Kick was fabulous last night. I'm glad you liked it. I was nervous. It was a little janky of a setup. I'll have this set up better for next time. There will be a next time though. It was a really good time. It's so nice to just be free without those filters. It's as if to compare. It's like you're wearing a bra on YouTube, and over on the Kick, you're just like, oh, you're taking it off and flinging it across the room. You know, it was great. Thanks.
Oh my God. Listen to this fucking super chat. Runs with scissors says to fucking FFG, strongest, most resilient chick I've ever experienced. This is the chick the bullies pushed down on the playground. She got up, dusted off, and burnt their house down. Like, are you fucking crazy? No. This is the bully on the playground. FFG was the bully on the playground. This is why these people identify with her just because she is morbidly obese and super ugly in the face. They assume but yo, didn't you watch movies? Like, yo, most of the time the bullies were fat and ugly themselves. That's why they were so hateful and bullying. Like Nene, bitch, she was the bully. Haven't you ever seen Bridge to Terabithia? That bitch was fucking monstrous. The bully, I mean.
For being there, everybody who did. And if you didn't, you missed a great time last night. Ooh, Strawberry Fields, thank you for the super chat this week on keeping up with the DoorDashians. Not DoorDashians. I love that. If he even does that. Useless. That's right. That was the true Chantal in her so-called black heart. But that's the only heart she has, isn't it? Yeah. Blues found a clue. Thank you for the super chat. If you look at her community post about this, the one from Salad is in perfect English. I think she wrote the post. Yeah, I also believe that she wrote the post. Thanks for reminding me, though.
Yo, I saw people talking about that, Belinda. Belinda says that kick stream was trash. I saw people talking about the fact that she made a kick so she could do a kick stream so she could really unload on Chantel in a way that just wasn't safe for YouTube. And people were like, yeah, that was garbage. All she did was say, see you next Tuesday a whole bunch. Like, what? That's crazy. And thank you, No Name. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you appreciating that. No Name says, but you have a moral compass, Angry Pistachio, and one of many reasons I admire you. I appreciate that because you know what, No Name, a lot of people fucking hate me for it. A lot of people hate me for the truth that I speak. In fact, like, really boil it down. If you asked Yaba or FFG or anybody that I've criticized why they hate me, and if they were honest with you, they would say she tells truth about me that I don't want to admit. So, but they'll make all types of shit up. Ugh, it's fucking exhausting. People in this space are respected for being the most vile, disgusting, dishonest hypocrite that one can be. That is what gets you respect in this godforsaken space on the internet. Did your mama react to this, to her kick stream? Should we watch that?
Speaking of community tab posts, so if you saw mine today, you saw what was figured out this morning. I couldn't believe, I didn't think of it yesterday. It was just, I guess, a lot of emotions yesterday. I was somewhat off my game with all that, but yesterday, all those vile community tab posts that she put up, she then deleted and reposted them exactly as they were, but just reposted. And for the life of me yesterday, I couldn't figure out why. And I dismissed it in my mind as like,
she deleted, you know what? Do you want to know what FFG deleted? She deleted all of the fucking doxing that she did of Chantel's family, of Chantel's innocent fucking family, of Salah's fucking family. I'm talking entire family trees here. She posted their doxes and then Dirty deleted them. Do you hear how almost everything she accuses Chantel of, she is actually factually guilty of her fucking self? Do you know it feels uncomfortable for me to call her? Like, it feels more natural to refer to this monster as an it. Like, gendered language feels not good, not accurate.
She must have not deleted them. It must have been some kind of a YouTube glitch or something like that. No, there was no glitch at all. Here's why she did what she did yesterday, deleting them and then posting them right back up. Because she had fired the first shot yesterday that started everything. She wanted to change that timeline so she could go on to lie to anybody watching, her audience, whatever, and say that I had, of course, instigated it. And what does she love to say?
She did instigate it, stupid fuck. Like, I don't know. Like, listen, your sycophants are one thing, all right? They'll go along with whatever fucked narrative that you'll spew, but you did instigate it. Look at your channel, idiot bitch. Like, you say more vile things about Chantel regular every fucking day. What do you mean? Of course you fucking instigated it. Like, what the fuck?
She was just standing up for herself. All it was like a retaliation.
She was. Look at your channel. Look at your fucking channel. Everything on the internet that you consider yourself a success over, you have Chantel to thank for. Her mere existence. Her pedophilic rape of an existence, you have to thank for all of your financial and fat loser social fucking internet success. You have her very fucking existence to thank for all of that. Like, yikes.
Doing it back. So she had to try and fuck up the timeline. So what did she do? She deleted those posts so that it looked like I had posted to the community tab first. I had put the thing of her father. I had put the family tree of salad. And then it looks like in retaliation, she put up all that shit on her community tab. That is what she did yesterday, or at least attempted to do. It doesn't work because everyone was taking screenshots in the community of her vile posts up as they were going up. The timeline is already set.
No, and am I wrong anyway? Wasn't Chantel's response, like, didn't Chantel respond the way that she did as a response to the initial FFG calling her father falsely a pedophile? So yes, she was defending herself. She was defending her father. I don't agree that this is the right way to defend, but she was merely coming after you in a similar way that you come after her. Are you this much of a fucking cowardly pussy that you're going to cry foul now? Like, you're weak. You're weak, and this is definition of what a bully is. This is how a bully behaves.
Set in stone. But that really, really was the attempt that she tried to make by deleting and re-uploading that shit yesterday. If that is not one of the sneakiest, most manipulative snake shit you've ever heard of in your life, fucking hell, man. I just shook my head. I could believe it because it's her and she's disgusting, but man, I couldn't believe it. Nice try, Chantal. Blues found a clue. Thank you for this. Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry, just to go back to that.
Okay, Gata says she responded to Yaba, then FFG made that disgusting stream, and as Chantel was going to go live, all hell broke loose. Either way, man, like, it's par for the course. Look at your channel. Look at what you say about Chantel on a daily fucking basis. Like, she's allowed to defend herself. I don't think she did it the right way, like, as far as strategy is concerned. But is it even, like, it's not even comparable to the vile shit that you've said and done to her and her fucking family, man. Like, yeah, and that's true too. That's so true. Potato said, I mean, legit, who cares about the order of operations here? Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Potato. It doesn't matter. But you know how they love to argue semantics. They love to argue semantics. Sometimes it's all they've got and they fucking know it.
There was a reply from Salad yesterday on the community tab post, which if you read it, yeah, perfect English, perfect punctuation. Definitely not giving Salad when he's just in her chat speaking, you know? She goes into his account, obviously, and she posts things. I mean, this isn't the first time she's kind of been caught doing it, but I think this was the most blatant one. Storm Chaser Nest, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, girl. Oh, she did. She said, Panda Cat, thank you for the super chat. She claims somebody sent her $800 on PayPal. That's her claim. I mean, I don't know what to say. Somebody sent it to her. That's great. Could be D. Higgins. I don't know who else is sending money like that to anyone in the community, but whoever fucking did it. $800 into the hand of an animal abuser. Instead of, like, I don't know, sending $800 to an animal cause or something. You should be very, very proud of yourself. Money well spent. Absolute dipshit. If That's true. Runs with scissors. Thank you for the super chat. Strongest, most resilient chick I've ever experienced. Thank you so much. This is the chick that bullies pushed down on the playground. She got up, dusted off, and burnt their house down. I mean,
No, I'm so sorry. Like, this is so difficult. I'm reading chat while at the same time trying to pay attention to what she's saying, but she talks so much gobbledygooking nonsense that it's like I was mostly just focusing on what Eric was saying. And thank you, Eric, for saying this. I appreciate you so much. You've been a good friend to me also. I appreciate this so much. You have no idea. And of course, of course, something I can't stand the most is people who take advantage of other people's kindness. Like, that is maybe the most evil thing that I can fucking imagine. But I appreciate you saying that. Let's go. Let's try to listen to her gobbledygook. Oh, she's so. Does it make anybody else as sick as it makes me to just hear her fucking voice? Like, yeah.
She who shits herself. Thank you for the super chat. Any idea what set her off yesterday?
I have to. It's never been this hard for me to force myself to try and comprehend, like, the words I'm listening to. I hate listening to her talk that much. I feel like
it's an accumulation of a couple of things. Well, 3 things, I should say. I believe there was a fight again with Salad. And when she's having problems with her mate, she loves to take it out on Frenchie. It's been going on for 3.5 years. I also think she's still worked up about the whole Aisha thing and looking to create a diversion. This was one hell of a diversion. Get everybody to stop talking about that for a little while. Hey, guys, they have pig's ears in the growing.
Talking about?
And number 3, I truly believe she did not like what I had to say about her father and her underage mother and the circumstances.
Because you were lying, asshole. You were lying about Chantel's father to defend an actual, factual fucking child rapist. Like, do you understand that that's what you did? Do you understand that that's the fucking choice that you made? I don't think you do.
Stances of her getting knocked up, that I called him a PDF file. She's been lying now about the birthdays and stuff, trying to, I don't know, make her mother not be as underaged and trying to make her father not be 20 years old when she was born. But that is the reality of the situation. His birthday is March 17th, 1964. Chantal was born March 28th, 1984. That means that he had just turned 20 years old when Chantal was born. It's just the reality of the situation. Chantal has told us many times her mother was 16 when she was born. Okay. A 16-year-old mother, a 20-year-old father. Everybody's been yelling for the past few days, age of consent in Ontario, an age of consent in Ontario. Fair. I bring up this counterpoint, okay? Chantal herself has told us many, many times throughout the year.
I mean, that's all that matters, right? So something that is legal in her own fucking country of origin, she's going to sit here and have the fat fucking audacity and hypocritical nerve to try and compare it to a disgusting monster who actually, for real, raped a 4-year-old. I wish she would stop talking about this and stop going back to this, because it makes me physically sick. It makes me have a physical reaction to this. I wish is
that her father was a raging alcoholic as a teen, and that her mother would go out and party with him, would dump her at the grandmother's to go out and party. Based off of our own history with Chantal, we know that when Chantal talks about partying, it usually involves substance. Is it crazy to assume that maybe the alcoholic father was getting the underage mother drunk and taking advantage of her?
Oh my God, man. Do you hear the shit that she's just willing to lie and make up all of these fantastical fucking fairy tales about Chantel's fictitious pedophile father? Like, yet FFG has a problem when anybody calls out the actual disgusting behavior of Yaba defending. Now I understand why. It's because FFG2 is willing to actually defend a real life pedophile, all in her quest to call Chantel the devil, all while actively becoming the devil herself. Like, this is too much for me.
Can an underage person really give consent if they're drunk? And if a 20-year-old is supplying alcohol to a 15-year-old, isn't that corrupting a minor? I don't see how that anymore falls into any sense of legal, honestly. How can you consent?
If any of that logic is true, which it's not, how are you going to sit here and victim blame and shame her mother and then make it as though Chantel, the child of that union, that it's her cross to bear for her alleged pedophile fucking 19-year-old father? 19-year-old had a child with a 16-year-old father. Like, again, I'll say, I will make sure to continue to reiterate that if that logic is accurate, then what does that mean for Yaba and her own children, who are actually the product of an actual child rapist? Is the onus on those children? Is the dirty deeds of their father, is it those children's cross to bear? Is that something that Yaba should have to explain for? Is that her cross to bear? Is it also the victim, the 4-year-old? Is it also something to blame and shame the victim of, the way you're doing to this potential victim in Chantel's mother? Like, do you see how that logic, it gets really sticky when you apply it fucking evenly to all situations? Ugh.
Even if the age of consent is 14 years old at the time in Canada or whatever, I don't think that's consent anymore. So the question what becomes, was she drunk or was she not? That's batshit crazy, okay? Psychic Twinkie, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, Rule. Ingeborg, thank you for the super chat. Real Miriam came out to play, always does. When the real Miriam isn't out to play, it's just because the fake pious one is hiding her true self, the snake, you know? Panda Cat, thank you again for the super chat. Send her $800. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I still don't know if I believe that. I'm going to be straight. AI Susan Salbot, thank you for the super chat.
Dude, I don't either. I really fucking don't. No Name says, what don't people understand about the seriousness of what Jesse did and was? I don't get it. You know what I think it is, No Name? I don't understand either, but I think what it is I think people like FFG and like Yaba, they are desperately trying to make us forget. They're trying to make us forget the seriousness of what he did and who he was. And that's why people like FFG are bringing in these fictitious fucking similes. And it's so fucking disgusting. I have such a hard time even coming to terms with the fact that this is real fucking life, that this is being done by actual real adults who are child raising the next fucking generation of leaders in our society. I can't stomach it. I can't fucking stand it.
Stop shit my beautiful wife. That is my job. Yeah, except that you don't want to shit on her, and that's half of the problem, isn't it? My husband won't shit on me. Lily, thank you for the super chat. Keep going, Chantal.
This point, Belinda said, what about the older man Chantel dated in his 40s when she was a teenager? These assholes say Chantel's deserved that. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see? I'm glad you brought that up, because these same people will genuinely blame a 16-year-old Chantel for being preyed upon by a 40-plus-year-old man. Like, that is very different. 40 and 16 is very different than 19 and 16. Like, if you could fucking be her father, then yeah, it's probably fucking abuse. But when we have that conversation, it's Chantel's fault. Don't you know? Chantel was a slut. She was asking for it. That's what they say in regards to that situation. they're all about victims, unless it has to do with Chantel or anybody who speaks truth that they don't want to fucking hear or acknowledge. Then it's blame and shame the fucking victim. In fact, you weren't even a victim. You're the perpetrator, bitch. It's I can't believe, and this is women. This community is almost all women. Like, let that fucking shit sink in. Ugh.
This tip for FFG gonna come every time you keep raging at her. Well, she can't help herself. She can say it a million times. I'm sure she said it 16 times today. Like, this is the last time I'm talking about it. It's okay. Tomorrow's another day. What do you think we're gonna be talking about tomorrow? Lori, rat shit. Yes, bitch. Thank you for the super chat, Lori, and the rats. Rats in the chat. Annie De La Cruz, thank you for the super chat. I love the non-YouTube friend. It was a fucking great time. Fucking great time. Anyway, we're gonna do some stuff on Kick sometimes. Not only when, a case like last night, I couldn't possibly have reacted to that on YouTube. I was
And Sylvail, I'm so glad you said that. Sylvail says, I know all we can do is keep a cool head and avoid turning into these clowns. I'm glad you said that, Sylvail, because it is so important that we all remember how important it is to differentiate ourselves from these people, from this type of behavior, from this type of fucked up ideology. We have to be better than these fucking people. We cannot give them exactly what they're after and wallow around in the mud with them. That's what they want. They desperately want to be capable of bringing you down to their low level. Then they fucking win. That's the closest thing to winning that they will ever fucking achieve. So that's the goal. You got to be smarter and better and more strategic than that always. And that's why I wish I was friends with Chantel. Not only do I wish her and I were actually friends, but I wish I could control her like a fucking marionette. Like, ugh, I would have this war won in a month.
too angry. But there have been certain streams from the past that were bangers. Bangers in the sense that I could have gone all the way in, and I didn't, again, because of the restraints of YouTube. Let her piss me off, and let's take it back to the Kick. I got a lot to say over things we've already talked about. Lisa Bear, thank you for the super chat. She is a giant puss. She certainly is. Big talk, and then backs all the way off. Always. Wendy Mary Pondu, Basement Baby, thank you for the super chat. Had a Halloween party and went as Xtia in drag. Ooh, that must have been such a good costume. I hope you had a great time. Wow. Good for you, Basement Baby. Deck 1300, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, girl. Exactly. The eternal victim, right? Irene, she can't be the one who starts, although she's always the one who starts.
Do you know how crazy it is to call Chantel the eternal victim when she is actually a victim? Like, you have victimized her over and over again. And to sit here and laugh like she's the fucking hypocrite. Oh, she's such an eternal victim. What? Like, I swear, I feel like I'm in fucking Looney Tune land. Everything she says is true of herself. I can't believe this is real life.
Right? She has to try and spin everything to where somebody else started and she was just giving it back as if, for fuck's sake. Some Bond dude, thank you so much for the super chat. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you very much. Okay, go. Well, hold on. I'm still a smidge behind on the chat. Again, I want to warn everybody before we get into it. This is brutal. This one is beyond disgusting tonight. If you don't want to fuck up your Saturday, you know what I mean? Like, mad respect. We will be back at it tomorrow. She's given us nothing to work with today, by the way. She is live. We're not even going to bother sniping it. It is mind-numbingly boring. I was listening before we went live. The shisha going about every 2 seconds, and she's doing fuck all tonight. So I'm ignoring the existence of this stream unless something would, happen later on of interest or whatever. But we're really here for the deleted from last night. Jennifer, thank you for the super chat. Is it a gift to Salad Censor her own money? I mean,
you know what I'm trying to pay attention to? Correct me if I'm wrong, but does this pig even acknowledge any comments in her chat aside from super chats? I'm trying to pay attention, but I haven't been paying enough. Like, does she only fucking acknowledge comments that are sent with money attached to it?
she could look at it as a gift. The rest of us would look at it as stupid, but Hey, most of the things that she enjoys we look at as stupid, isn't it? Sends up, thank you for the super chat. Finally back from your honeymoon. I hope you had a great time. Welcome back. Nice to see you. NPC, thank you for the super chat. Everyone say it with me. May Chantal get everything that she truly deserves. Oh, she will. And then some. I'm fully.
Well, I mean, then that explains. Well, then that explains why people super chat her so often. If she's only engaging with messages sent through super chat, that's why she was number 14 when drama is afoot. Because, oh my God. Oh, these people are so stupid. They buy right into the shtick, too. Oh my.
Belief of that. Yes. She's already living a miserable existence, and this is nothing compared to what's to come, in my opinion. Sandy Toes, thank you so much for the super chat, girl. Where's your spite house, Chantal? No, she'd rather have, blown cocaine up her nose and up Coki's asshole for a year and a half, sliding doors. Imagine if Chantal had taken care of her bankruptcies, saved up some money.
So far, every comment that I've seen her acknowledge and that she's put up on screen has only been a super chat. I'm sure she sometimes acknowledges regular comments, but most of the time it's only super chats.
And maybe she'd be the one, possibly getting a home one day, inshallah. Kathleen, thank you for the super chat. That's wild, girl. Thank you. Beyond that, you guys, last night was our first time ever going on Kick. I forget what the number was, but we were like literally one of the top people on Kick last night. It was insane. Thank you guys. I didn't even thank you guys, but I had no idea at the time how many people were in there, what the hell was going on. I only found out after the fact. You guys all showed up to the fucking Kick last night. That was so great. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all showing up there. That's going to be the fuck shit place. It is. It's going to be the place every time we have things that we need to say that cannot be said on this platform. We're going to call it, that's where we go to kick it. Wink. Okay. And so let's say if we're live here sometimes and I'll be like, guys, I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like kicking it. I'll meet you over there in 30 minutes. Now you know what I'm talking about. And I will meet you over there. Kick.com. And my name over there is French Fried Girl.
Bro, this is fucking unbearable, isn't it? Let's just, you know what I'm going to do? I don't know why I've made this mistake. I'm going to fast forward to when Chantal's on screen. We've been entertaining and listening to her just fucking spouting off at the mouth alone for too long. Oh, we need Chantal on screen at the same time to make her fucking palatable at all. That's where we went wrong here.
Lauren, Missy Med. Hey, babe. Belle, Trixie, Reality. Hi, Cynthia. Jenny. Hi, Amy. Hi, everybody. Miss Fernanda. Cynthia, did you hear what the FF Ghoul had to say about you? That you're a piece of crap. Did you hear that?
Let me address Cynthia, and it'll be the last time that I address Cynthia. Cynthia, who came in here yesterday, she was in our chat here yesterday. Super chatted $50, and I purposely didn't put it up. I didn't acknowledge her. I ignored the shit out of her because I've been seeing what she's been putting in Chantal's chat since yesterday and again today. Oh, she's coming with me for everything she's got. I'm such a horrible, disgusting person. Chantal, you're so great. You're so this, blah, blah, blah. What were you even on a reaction channel for like literally a couple of weeks ago? If you're now this far up her ass, could it be that you found the attention over there that you were looking for over here and it didn't work with the trauma dump? That's the vibe that I got. All you've done is confirm that I was 100% right about the vibe on that night and what you were trying to do with that trauma dump and just suck the energy out of the room. You're one of those energy vampires, and I felt it on.
What was she talking about? Like, what the fuck does she mean? What the fuck is this about right now?
That night. This is the last time you'll be addressed over here. You can come into the chat. You're not blocked because you're not worth it. Come into the chat, say whatever you want, super chat away.
Yo, this shit is the entirety of this bitch's social interaction. This is the entirety of her life. Yaba's too. This is their financial life. This is their social life. So much of what's important to human beings is wrapped up in both Chantal and the internet. This is why these people act the way that they do. They act as ferocious as they do. Because this shit means everything to them.
Nobody in the chat, me included, is going to even acknowledge your presence anymore. I'm not fighting with you. I'm not saying a fucking word to you. Why? Because you're desperately looking for attention. And when desperate hoes are looking for attention, I ignore the shit out of them. Cynthia? Who's Cynthia? We don't know her.
I mean,
That.
clearly you do.
Because you
Clearly you do. You just went on a 5-minute diatribe about her. What do you mean?
spoke your mind and you super chatted me. You spoke against the queen of shit. So she had that to say. Hey, George. I want to say what I said. Yeah, it's very vile.
You know what's so crazy though? Sam and Yaba's Pedal Protection Services next said they're finally the popular kid in the school. I agree with you, but that's like being the skinniest kid at fat camp. Like, are you actually winning though? Like, at what cost? And hey, Hater Tater, I'm glad you're here too. We read a bunch of your tweets in the beginning of stream and played a bunch of your clips. Holy hell in a handbasket. FFG really made some fucking decisions on this one, hey? Like, woo-wee. Some mistakes were fucking made, let me tell ya.
To admit, right now I don't care. Like, I have nothing.
Thank you.
But hate in my soul, in my heart. And I have no respect even for somebody deceased because she gave birth to a demon. How am I going to respect that? I don't care. She doesn't respect me when she puts Salah's entire family tree on her community tab.
Yes, she did.
You see what she tried to do just there? Why should I respect?
Oh, you mean see what she tried to do? Tell the truth when all I come armed with is fiction and fucking lies and hypocrisy? How dare she tell the truth when I'm unwilling to? Fucking bitch.
Respect her deceased mother. She doesn't respect me when she puts up Salad's family tree on the community tab, as if to say she put up the family tree, she put up the picture of my father, and so I put up the picture of her deceased mother. That is not at all what happened yesterday. Stop trying to fuck the timeline up. Everybody has the screenshots. Everybody saw it happen in real time, Chantal. You poked.
I don't give a fuck what the timeline is. Does Chantel have an entire channel dedicated to hating you? Oh, no. The answer is no. Oh, then no, it doesn't fucking matter then. Trying to argue semantics and doing it dishonestly all the while. Blow it out your ass, you fucking hippo.
You provoked. You fired the first shot. But you were not at all ready for the tsunami of shit that I gave back yesterday. Not at all. You said, I never thought she would put up a picture of my father. Yeah, well, that's a problem. You didn't think. You're used to floating through life.
You put up a picture of an innocent man to defend an actual child rapist of a 4-year-old, you sick fuck. What do you mean? You posted a picture of Chantel's fucking father to defend an actual rapist of a 4-year-old who died before he could be prosecuted. I'm talking like died in police custody on his way to potential prosecution for said crime against the 4-year-old. Like, is this really the fucking hill you want to die on, pig bitch? I guess so.
Life like a fat fuck with zero consequences. This is probably the first time in your life that you're feeling a fucking consequence and you haven't felt nothing yet. I don't know what to say further than that and what I should say on frickin' YouTube. Goddamn, I'm kind of wishing we were on the kick right now.
Bitch, you want to know what your consequence is? Your consequence of all of it is you have to wake up every day being exactly who you are. You need to wake up every day looking how you do, being who you are. That is punishment in and of itself. That's enough. Like, I would rather personally, okay? I would personally rather swan dive fucking into the concrete than wake up with your visage, man. Like, woo, Nelly, want to talk about fucking repercussions? Let's talk about yours. Yeesh.
But I'm just saying, no, you were not prepared for what you got back because you probably never got it back like that in your life. Violet, thank you for the super chat, girl.
When she puts my father and my 2 young brothers on there and says the most disgusting things, no sympathy whatsoever.
Is it really fair to you for you?
So, holy shit. So her father and her 2 young brothers, again, bringing innocent children into the situation when what was FFG's biggest fucking fictitious criticism? Was that no one cared about the victim of or the children of the children of the actual factual fucking child rapist. Yet when she feels it's fucking needed and necessary, she's going to post innocent fucking children all willy-nilly and then double down and say she made the right decision. Like, do you not fucking understand? This is why I can't believe the audacity of titling this stream the dirty delete that secured her spot in hell. Like, no, you secured your own spot in hell. Ugh. I can't even believe this.
To call them your brothers when you're not allowed to meet them. She put a picture of my father and 2 young boys, and she's trying to act like they're still young boys. That's an old ass picture. And the boys' faces were covered up regardless. Stop trying to twist things, Chantal. Everybody saw exactly how yesterday played out. The picture, you reposted the picture that I put up of your father and his 2 sons with their faces scratched out of the picture. How can you try and lie about it now? Christy Carey, thank you for the super chat. I thought Salad was the queen of shit. He'd like to be. Right now he's flopping his 6 foot. I'm the queen of shit, but I want to be the queen of shit. Flutterby, thank you for the super chat. French fried demon has a nice ring to it.
Love you, new name.
Look, you can't have the mouse. Let's not start. Come on, man.
And what do you mean?
I don't care if it's filed. Yes, I'm evil. Okay.
What do you mean they're not kids anymore? They're still like the children of her father. That's what I mean. Not necessarily that they're like literal children. They're just the children of. Because that's accurate, right?
Okay. Now what?
Yo, tell me not. Dude, every time she hits that fucking hookah, tell me it does not sound like the wettest, most gnarly fucking long fart. Every time I hear her hit that fucking hookah, I'm like, who is literally sharding themselves right now? Like, holy God, how come no one has said that yet?
Oh, and just let me go back to the whole Salad thing of her saying, I doxed Salad's family. No, I didn't. No, that exact family tree was actually posted onto Kiwi Farms over a year ago, August 2023. It got sent to everybody. I never put it up on my channel. I think a lot of people didn't. I'm not going to speak for everyone else. I never put it up on the channel because, like, why go for his family like that? But yesterday we went purposely for blows that I've never got. You know, why put up my mother? You put up my mother, I'm putting up your whole family. And Salad was losing it.
Because you called her father a fucking pedophile to defend an actual fucking pedophile. Now, I do not agree that she chose the right tactics, but that's why she did it, man. And wasn't it you who said, oh, when they go low, I go lower? How come that's okay for you, but that's not okay for your adversaries, bitch? Like, you need to get consistent with your fucking logic or just shut the fuck up. Like, you're so pathetic, man.
In her chat going, well, no, the family. You come for the family. You never enter the family. Why would you include the family? Family has nothing to do with YouTube. Yeah, you stupid fuck. Neither did my mother. Tit for tat, except when I tat back, it's 10 times the tit.
You called her father a fictitious pedophile in your attempts to protect an actual legitimate fucking pedophile. Who is evil again? Who's the problem around here again? Because no matter how you slice it, it's you. It's you who's the problem.
Zero cares.
It's a reef. Feral Girl, thank you for the super chat.
She called my dad a pedophile, and my mom was his victim, even though she was 17 and he was 18.
And that's another lie, trying to change the timeline. And now we're going back 41 years of a timeline. She wasn't 17. She was 15. You've told us that many times. She was 16 when you were born. And your father, I just said his birthday. Was it March 17th, 1964, which means he was 20 when you were born. And I stand by what I said. A minor who's been given alcohol by an adult can't give consent. So I don't give a shit about your age of consent in Ontario in 1984 bullshit, okay? Save your bullshit for someone else. Lucy, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, girl.
Yo, I have to pee. Can I go pee real quick and then come back? It'll take me like 2 minutes. I'm not going to leave this running though. I'm just going to mute and go run to pee. So I'm going to pee. I will be right back. Okay, guys? I promise I'll be as quick as possible. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. All right, I'm back.
You think I care about her dead mom? You think I care? Just because she's deceased? We have family that's still alive that she fucks with. Her mom's dead. What can be done to her? You know?
Absolutely nothing. And let me tell you, my mom is the one that I would have gone to the end of the world to protect. Right? Like you just said, her mom's gone.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point that Chantel just brought up. Like, which is worse? Saying an unkind factual statement about the deceased, or trying to actively put somebody who's still alive and completely unrelated in potential harm's way? Like, which is actually morally worse? I know what I think.
What can we do to her? Absolutely nothing. But now that my mom's gone, there's not much that I wouldn't do. Understand? Because I don't have to think, oof, what if what if I used to worry, like, oh God, I don't want my mom even being bothered. I don't want my mom even getting phone calls and stuff like that. There's none of that anymore. Thanks for just, I don't know, opening the floodgate, Chantal. Thanks. Texan Pondu, thank you for the super chat. They already hated her guts. She wasn't included in the family. She wasn't allowed to go to the home and nothing. Can you imagine now? The only family member that Chantal got to meet was Salad's dead mother when he took her to the graveyard. That's right. Salad's deceased mother. Salad doesn't have his mother either. But instead of maybe telling his wife to fuck off when it comes to my mom, he who also doesn't have his mom.
You know, do you want to know? This would be an entirely different conversation if FFG was the kind of person where mothers were off limits, just across the board. But what she shows us by acting this hypocritically and cowardly, it's only off limits when you speak about her mother. But if you speak about gaining grounds, ill mother, then it's fine. If you talk about Chantel's mother, it's fine. Everything is okay unless it's done to her personally. I don't understand how anybody could respect somebody like this, how anybody could go along with somebody like this. Like, what the fuck is this shit? What are we coming to here?
He was encouraging her. He is encouraging her to go forward. So, Salad, you need to understand your family is fair game too. And I don't give a fuck how much you like it, how much you don't like it. Nobody was doxxed.
Dude, do you know how crazy it is for her to be the one to say to Chantel, your family is fair game too? No, that's her line to you. Your entire channel is talking shit about her, picking apart her, every member of her fucking family, making up lies, defaming them. No, that's her response to you. You talk about her family, and therefore your family should not be off limits. What kind of fucking backwards bullshit is this? This is insane.
Again, I didn't fucking dox them, but I'll keep posting up that family tree every few days, just like a bloop, plop, here it is again. Here's all their fucking faces and names again. Fuck you, Salad. Fuck you and your fat fake wife, okay? The two of you can get fucked. Wait. Day fairy tale. Wait, that can't be right. I don't know what the first word is. I'm just going to say fairy tale. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I butchered it. My husband and I bought my hubby and I bought 2 cats back with us from Germany this year from Costa Rica. That is awesome.
Speaking of cats, FFG, produce BBJ, bitch. Where's BBJ? We want to see a picture of BBJ being alive and well, because we all know that she died long ago and you just refuse to fucking admit it. And why? Like, you've made yourself look so bad with this. You exploited that cat to the ends of the earth. You made money hand over fist exploiting that cat. And now it's nobody's business if she's alive or dead anymore. Oh, but you saved her life. You saved her from an animal abuser, right? Like, fucking ridiculous shit.
Thank you for taking care of them.
Zara, fuck you. Don't tell me what to talk about or I'll block you. Plain and simple. Yeah, no, she said you're a piece of crap for coming in for saying what you did.
No, you just cut yourself off mid-sentence to lie.
Dude, a fucking, not only a live stream, but a live stream with her holding today's fucking newspaper. Today's front page fucking newspaper live stream. That's right, a picture would not even suffice at this fucking point.
I did say she was a piece of crap for going in and super chatting an animal abuser $20. I didn't say she was a piece of crap for what she said. I said it was selfish. I said a few things about what she said. I didn't say she was a piece of crap for that. She's a piece of crap, again, for going in there and super chatting an animal abuser $20. She's a piece of crap for being so desperate for attention that she literally switched sides to get ooh.
I mean, based on my opinion, I think that FFG is also an animal abuser in a different kind of way. Like, there are different ways that you can abuse an animal. In my opinion, FFG is guilty of abuse as well. She's guilty of exploitation. She's guilty of selfishness and torture as a result of her own selfishness and ignorance. So to me, that is also abuse. You're birds of a feather. Like, what about all the people that are fucking super chatting you? Should we write down all their fucking names and, yell at them because they're supporting a fucking animal abuser as well? Like, yuck.
Woos from Chantal. Fuck off. Fuck off you and fucking Cynthia. Priscilla, thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, I will.
We're gonna privacy strike her, and I'm long forming her like I did Boozy all night. All night long.
Ooh, all night long thinking about Frenchie. Must have been another romantic night.
Yeah, dude, that's another thing too that I don't see a lot of people bring up, but I'm glad you did, Zach. Zach said she hotboxes the animals. Do you know how fucking dangerous, how bad, how abusive that is to do to animals, to fucking hotbox them out? You know how bad it is for their breathing, for their lungs, especially the type of dog breeds that she chooses. Like, oh my God. This is why I'm saying she too, depending on, your opinion, she is guilty of animal abuse as well. It's just, what are you willing to make excuses for? Who are you willing to make excuses for? And who are you not willing to make excuses for? Like, yuck. I will always be so pissed off, Hater Tater, that excellent fucking live stream that you and I did. Do you remember that one live stream you and I did talking about the potential abuse and the ignorance and the torture when her animal was going through that and what she made that animal endure. Do you remember how I tried to edit it and just instead the piece that I edited is what remained instead? I will never not be so fucking upset because that was such an excellent fucking live stream. Dude, I wish there was a way. I wish there was a way to get that shit back because that was such an excellent fucking live stream. What a shame, man. Yeah, smoking around animals indoor. That's why I'm saying it's really interesting. It's really interesting who is pointing the finger and accusing who of abuse. It's just more of the same. It's more of rules for thee, but not for me. It's unfucking believable.
With your totally real husband, long form, short form, fat form, skinty form. I don't give a shit. Form me all the way you want to form, girl. It wouldn't change a damn thing. And good luck to you. Panda Pup, thank you for the super chat.
Oh. Yo, she did a lot of things. Dropfoot said, didn't she force her dog to eat before it died? Not only did she did a lot of different things where she did not educate herself, and the actions that she took ended up further harming and I would say torturing her animal while it was at death's door. And she just like, in my opinion, in the age of Google, where you have Google at your fingertips, in your home, on your computer, on your phone, ignorance is not an excuse. Like, you don't get to be ignorant when you have Google at your fucking fingertips. And especially when you have the money to take your animal wherever, to see the best doctors, to go to the best, like, there's no excuse here. I'm sorry. There's no fucking excuse. That's why it's always been extremely rich that she's the one who's going to point the finger and call Chantel an animal abuser. Like, what? Fucking unbelievable. It's just more hypocrisy, of course.
No, like, I don't even want to say that. I know I'm not trying to be all Pollyanna about it, but I don't go for the deceased people like that. I don't think that's right. That's just being a decent human being. You don't fuck with the dead. You respect people who have passed. His mother has fuck all to do with Chantal, has fuck all to do even with what he has become. She wasn't around. Even if she was, I don't know. When people are no longer with us, that's where I draw the line.
But I'm
only going to make the exception when.
But don't you see, Belinda? This is what shows us. Belinda said, Yaba and Sam only have a problem with me smoking crickets on FFG. It's because they actually don't give a fuck. It's just something to criticize you for. It's just something to weaponize against you. And this is the main problem when it comes to these fat hypocrites. They do not care about the ideologies that they fucking spew and weaponize against others. It's just a tool. It's a tool to criticize others with. This is why I have no respect for these people. And this is why I can't understand why anybody does. Their words mean nothing. Ever.
Shmi passes. I said it last night. We'll be here to go live and crack some champagne and dunk on Chantal on that day. And even that's just retaliation for what she said yesterday about my mom. That's it. Oh, hold on. Let me side rant for a second. To the brain dead, dumb fucks in the community who said that, I shared the picture of my mother. I shouldn't be so mad that Chantal posted it. I didn't give a shit that she posted my mother. I said this yesterday. Don't play so dumb when we know how clever you can be. Okay? EG? Okay? You feel me? I know how clever you are. Don't play dumb. I didn't get mad because she reposted the picture. It's a beautiful fucking picture. Repost it all you want. I got mad at the things she said. You know that. Everybody knows that. Don't play.
You got angry at her saying that your mother is worm food. But like, listen, yeah, it's mean and it's cruel to say, but it's factually fucking accurate. As cruel as it may be, at least it's factually accurate. What you said about Chantel's father being a pedophile was absolute fucking lies and fiction. All so you can actually defend a real live child rapist. Tell me again who's the piece of shit in this fucking scenario.
Play dumb. It's not cute. Swamp Boogie Sue, thank you for the super chat.
All night. And if you want to take my channel down, go for it. Well,
oh, and you heard me correct. I did say.
But exactly that. Rexual Deviant said, why can't they both be pieces of shit? Absolutely. Why can't they be? It's because the audience, they make excuses for anything and everything that FFG or Yaba or anybody who's spewing Chantel hate will do. I have said many times in this live stream that Chantel made a mistake, that she shouldn't have done what she did. Like, honest people can say when somebody did something wrong. Honest people with integrity, are consistent in their morality. But people who weaponize this bullshit rhetoric for ass pats and internet fucking coinage, those are the people who can't. You know what I mean? Like, oy vey.
Say EG. Because Frenchie doesn't have any more fucks to give. You understand? All the secrets Frenchie sits on, they're all coming to light. That's it. 2024, 2025. It's going to be the years of spilling every fucking bullshit that I've ever heard in girl world. It's going to be a great time.
Dude, what do you mean? Willy-nilly fucking lying about Chantel's father to defend an actual child sex rapist? Is that what not giving a fuck in 2024 means to you? Like, woo, Nelly.
Time, right, EG? Ingeborg, thank you for the super chat. That's right. She doxed me the day before yesterday. She thought she was doxing the street I lived on. And then the next day is taking shots of
What's really funny is that FFG, similarly, just like how I said to Chantel that she did not realize, Chantel didn't realize that she was giving FFG a gift by saying what she said and posting what she posted in regards to FFG's mother. FFG also has no idea how much she's showing her own ass right now. Like, it's clear to me that she really either has no idea or simply doesn't care. I can't decide which.
Deceased mother.
both lose it. Okay? Yes, because once I go, you go.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Only one person in this equation is desperate for the YouTube money because that's how they feed their fat face. You dumbass.
And now I have been paying attention. Every comment she's putting up on screen is only super chats. She is only engaging with the people who pay her. That's a fact. For this live stream alone, that's a fucking fact.
You understand? If I go and you go, only one of us is going to be crying about it and making 16 new platforms. And, oh, we cry for food and shelter. Certainly not going to be me. So when you go.
We already covered that.
I don't know. Remember these days that you're so fucking.
Hater Tater, we covered that in depth like many times. And it's fucking ridiculous. And she doesn't realize what she's saying about Yaba's own situation. If she truly believes that logic, like the whole thing is so super fucked. So super fucked. And she doesn't even fucking realize it.
Smug about it. The Bergie, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it.
Oh, the fucking chart.
Oh, tired as fuck, but karma will come for that bitch after what she said about my family, right, you moron? Right? No, Amber, I'm not.
What have I said about your family besides exact things that you've told us in your own videos? So am I going to get the karma for repeating your words, or are you going to get the karma for dunking on your own parents on videos on your YouTube channel?
Dude, again, I'll say FFG's karma is that she has to continue on being herself. That she has to wake up looking at that monstrous visage in the fucking mirror every day in her lonely little fucking world filled with hate, hypocrisy, and overall dependence on Chantel. Like, that be your karma, bitch. That be it.
And then there's all the other karma, the animal abuse, the bigotry, the anti-Semitism, the racism, and what you said about my ma. Girl, I don't know. It's funny to me to be making comments about worm food when you've all.
What you said about my mom, even though I talk mad shit about every member of your fucking family. without any boundary on the daily. Wah! How dare you make an accurate yet pretty cruel statement about my mother? Wah! You're a fucking punana weak fucking loser, man. Oh, how you not embarrassed?
Already got one sugar foot in the grave.
Goodbye. Hey, Vanessa. Yeah, she deserves everything I say about her. Too bad. Too bad.
Exactly.
Hi, Teardrop. The thing she said about my family pales in comparison to anything I've said. Who cares what?
Oh, you don't like the truth about your disgusting parents, eh? That's a shame. I mean, it is a disgusting equation, but that's a you problem. Don't take it out on me. Go have this fight with your mother and your father. Well,
bro, do you know how crazy that is? That I'm telling you, we're in fucking backwards land. Everything that FFG says is actually true of her, and it's fucking crazy town that she's saying it in Chantel's direction. Like, no, bitch. You're talking absolute fiction and fairy tales. Chantel made an accurate fucking statement that was pretty cruel, but still truthful and accurate. And you can't fucking handle it because you are either too stupid, too desperate to come armed with the truth yourself. I don't know which, but you're always going to lose in the eyes of regular people because you're a liar. You're so desperate. You lie with such desperation and with no forethought as to what your fucked logic means for the people around you or for yourself. Like, did you ever really sit down and think, hey, this fiction I'm fucking spewing, this is me basically actually defending a real child rapist right now? Did you ever sit down and actually, think about that? I'd like to give you benefit of the doubt and say no, but I'm honestly not fucking sure, man.
well, if your father answers the phone, if you have his number, he's probably out. Forget it. Don't bother your father. It's the weekend. He's spending time with his kids.
My husband is. Oh no. Go find your own.
Bella, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, Amber Chip. I'm just done. Like, if you.
Yo, this bitch has been reacting to Chantel's content. How has she never fucking said that this hookah sounds like the wettest, most disgusting shart from hell? How is nobody in chat? How is no one saying this?
You can't tell?
Am I alone here?
I'm fed up, and I'm not taking her shit anymore. Like, fuck this. She's pure evil. She's disgusting. Hi, Dream. Saying my dad's a pedophile?
Oh, is this true? I swear to God, Monkey Pot, thank you for the super chat. I did not know this. I just assumed when she got butthurt here, she went over to Chantal. So I was more than 100% right. Oh my God, I remember saying after, like, what if she literally was a beezer just coming in here to stir the pot?
Here's the thing. Zach says, I don't even think worm food is offensive. I think it is offensive. It's offensive because it's true. When somebody dies and they're buried, they're put in the ground, what happens to them? They become one with the earth again. You know what I mean? So that's what she means when she says worm food. It's an accurate fucking statement. And that's in and of itself is what makes it cruel. Do you know what I mean? This is why the truth is always going to be a bigger, bolder weapon when you're dealing with fucking hypocrites and liars anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, it is offensive. It's definitely offensive when speaking of the dead. And like I said, I think it adds insult to injury because it's the truth. Like, that's what happens. Your body, when one dies, you become one with the earth again. So it's it does not, it's offensive because it makes you think of a picture. It makes you think of a reality. So I get why it's offensive, but I also, like, it's par for the course because of how FFG has chosen to fucking conduct herself, how she's chosen to behave. Again, I'll say, if I could control Chantel like a marionette, I would have stopped her from posting that picture, from saying these things. Chantel has been taught, especially very recently, that the best way to fight this fight is to do it in a cool, calm, collected, and truthful manner. And still, she chose to go this direction. And I think she handed FFG a gift along the way, and I wish she hadn't.
And she did exactly that. Cynthia has been a VI idiot for 21 months. Think about it. You know what 21 months means, right? You've been a VI idiot longer for like since before the BBG rescue. Yeah, I was 100% right about that one. Again, you know what I mean? Say what you want about me. And I fucked up, right? I think I'm a good judge of character. It usually comes up like, yeah, I was right about that one too. Add Cynthia to the fucking list. The MIA Brownies, thank you for the super chat.
Excuse me, I hope he's fucking sues you. He has money. Dad, if you're watching this, sue Slimer.
Okay, no, that's the funniest line. Dad, if you're watching this, can we hear that again? Hold on.
I dream saying my dad's a pedophile. Excuse me, I hope he's fucking sues you. He has money. Dad, if you're watching this, sue Slimer.
See, shit like that, you gotta love Chantel. Dad, if you're watching, Sue Slimer. Is that what she calls her? Is that what she calls it? Oh, God, Slimer? That's fucking amazing.
Daddy, if you're watching this, he's not watching you, Chantel. Again, he's spending time with his family, his children. He's not watching. Daddy, if you're watching this, sue Slimer. I'd love to see him try. Stating facts, can't get sued for that. We know his birthday. Listen, we know that your birthday, his birthday, it speaks for itself, right? He's got money. Does he? Because I noticed something about your father, Chantel. He doesn't go by his first name like that anymore, does he? Normand. First and last, Normand Lamesse.
The fuck? First of all, why does she know the personals about Chantel's father and what fucking name he goes by or not? That is so fucking creepy. Like, insidiously fucking creepy and inappropriate. Holy shit. And yo, did someone just donate or... Hold on, I think somebody donated. I don't know. I think I just got a duplicate email from the person who donated earlier. Yeah, I read this already. The silent viewer FFG has created Schrodinger's Smee. Either Foodie Beauty's mom is a baby trapping whore or the victim of a PDF file. Depends on her mood. This is insane. Yeah, I already read this one. I already thanked you. I already thanked this person. I don't know why. Sometimes it has sent me duplicate emails before. So I don't know. If somebody else did donate, but I'm getting a duplicate email, please let me know in chat. Your husband said it? Really? That's so funny.
Now sometimes he goes by Normand Patrice. And Patrice is one of his middle names. Normand Patrice.
Why does she know this?
Lamesse.
Dude, why does she know these personals about Chantel's father and his personal life? What? Am I alone? Is this fucking creepy to anyone else?
A thing that often when you declare bankruptcy, the person working on your bankruptcy will tell you to start doing exactly that. Like if you go by just your first name, now go by your first and middle name, or go by a middle name, change it up a little bit. And it got me thinking, why the fuck would a grown-ass adult just suddenly start going by a different name? It must be a bankruptcy. And the bald, barren, bankrupt shit apple did not fall far from that tree, eh? Chantal Marie. Kim T, thank you for the super chat.
White Knight, thank you. Ready, set, freebies. Good. I don't give a fuck, Toodles. She's going to be reported all night, too. Just watch.
Foodie and Beauty, thank you for the super chat.
Just watch. I hope so, Ninth Eviction. Hi, Sarah.
Thank you, Miss Movie Buff. I agree. She was a stunner. Thank you for the super chat.
Right, Cheeto Fingers? Did you not see my video? Just
You know that her logic, her fucking FFG's logic, as it usually does, it cancels itself out anyway. Because her biggest critique of Chantal's father is that he wasn't around and he doesn't love her and he has a new family. So if he didn't raise her, then why would he ever be responsible for who or what she's become? Do you see what I'm saying? Like her logic, it never makes sense. Usually cancels itself out. And I hate the mental gymnastics that I'm forced to participate in. Just trying to sit here and try to make sense of this fucking ridiculousness.
thousands of videos defaming, talking about my family, and the most disgusting things that she said. Yeah, if you guys want to report that.
What's so disgusting? Like pointing out that your Aunt Phil called 12-year-old boys men and wanted to go trolling for them? By trolling, I mean looking to fuck. I'd say that's way more disgusting than anything I've ever said. Cats, chill. Annie De La Cruz, thank you for the super chat.
For bullying and harassment, please do. They think hillbilly, they think I can't respond, I'm vile. Yeah, what I said is disgusting. But to me,
Just so we're clear, when she says hillbilly, it's hillbilly Belinda. Noodlehead ass Belinda. So just let's be clear here that Belinda, who is Caillou's bestie, is in there on this day while Chantal calls my mother worm food and goes off about my deceased mother. But Caillou, he flops his big titties in the air every time anybody says anything about his mother. And that's, again, his bestie. So your bestie's in there fucking encouraging this shit, and we're supposed to feel bad.
Do you hear, like, her logic is so backwards? No. He has criticized you when you say disgusting things about his ill mother, and now you are having a fucking conniption because she said something cruel yet accurate about your deceased mother. Like, do you understand that you are the hypocrite here? That it's you who is the problem? Like, it's so crazy how she's trying to frame everybody but herself. This is making my head fucking hurt.
Bad for you when people take shots at your mother? Caillou? Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. I'm going to say anything I want. Right now, I don't have a comment to make about his mother. But next time I want to, Lord knows I'm going to, and I don't want to hear a fucking word from Noodlehead, Peanut the fucking heroin addict, GG, any of them. Y'all can get fucked with your friend Chantal.
me, I don't care. I don't care about her mom. I'm happy that she has that pain of losing her mom. That's how I feel. That's how ugly and disgusting.
That's fair. Why is the thing spinning?
Do you know what's so crazy? Like, what she has to say about Peanut is that she's a heroin addict. What she has to say about Belinda is that she's a noodle head. Like, none of those are moral wrongs anyway. And like, yo, do you understand how rich any criticism coming from this literal fucking defender of an actual child rapist is? Like, I have to keep reiterating that is what she is actually doing here. That's what she's been doing this whole time. All of this has been in service to defending Yaba's actual, factual child rapist ex-husband. Like, are we all aware of this? Are we all remembering this?
What is this? Oh, no. She's happy that I have the pain. Oh, fuck! This fucking computer! Hold on, let me fix this.
The fuck is she doing?
Okay, I don't know what the hell that was. It's working now, though.
Her mom. That's how I feel. That's how ugly and disgusting I feel. That's how she makes me feel as a person. I hate it, but I can't lie. Like, I really don't fucking care.
She's happy that I feel the pain of losing my mom. Me, who reached out before your crackhead killed you and warned you that he's an attempted murderer. You're happy that I feel the pain of losing my mom. Okay. Can't wait till you. Well, I would say lose yours, but you're probably gonna go
You know
first.
what's so crazy? Like, truthfully, Chantel honestly doesn't give a fuck. The only reason why Chantel is forced to even like passively give a fuck is because of how these people obsess over her, defame her, and fucking harass her. If it was up to Chantel, she wouldn't even know you who you are. She doesn't want to know you. She doesn't give a fuck about your mother or anything in between. That's the real truth of it. She's fucking indifferent, but you force her to defend herself because of how you consistently malign her. Like, what do you mean? This is so sick. Does anybody understand how fucking sinister this shit is?
I love that your knees feel the pain of 450 pounds bearing down on them. I love that your hips, back, and every other joint on that big fat body probably aches to shit every day. I love that.
Do you know how crazy it is? Like, we've all seen not only full body shots of FFG, but we have seen Chantel standing next to FFG. Do you know how fucking crazy it is for this tubby custard to be talking fat anything to anyone ever? Like, y'all could share clothes, okay? Y'all could exchange pants and fucking underoos. How you gonna be talking about her knees? Worry about your own fucking knees, bitch. Are you kidding?
I blocked him, teardrop. I was watching too a bit. They say I'm vile. Meanwhile, they back up. Go look at what they said about Solah's family. Go look what they said about my family. I have no sympathy for you.
You know what's crazy too? Cordelia says Chantel is portrayed all over the internet in a certain way. If you don't know her, you can easily believe this stuff. And even more fucked up is that the voices that shape the narrative, it is in their financial benefit to be as malicious and as negative and as hateful as possible. And those are who shape the narrative. Like we have all seen. This audience will not call out hypocrisy. They will not call out inconsistencies. They will not call out falsehoods. They just it penetrates their fucking brain and then they regurgitate it. Like this is the damage of being a mindless fucking sheep who does not think for yourself. This is what becomes of that.
Yeah, I was trying to look for it today. I didn't find it, but I know I have it in the archive, and I know what I'm looking for in the archive. It was a Q&A that she had done. Where I don't even remember where she got the questions from. Was she making them up on the spot? I don't remember, but I have the video. It's definitely in the archive. It's a Q&A, and she says their ages, and she says the whole situation about him being an alcoholic and her trying to trap him, and it's her own words.
Coming from the ugliest person I've ever seen in my life. Okay.
What do you mean? Uncle Phil hasn't said a word, girl. The ugliest person is silent in Cornwall. Okay, stop.
Oh, idiot bitch. Idiot bitch says I'm so late, but I already hate it. Let me tell you something. This is maybe one of the worst situations. This is maybe one of the worst lows that has ever occurred in all of girl world. Like we have this sick fuck actually defending an actual child rapist while fictitiously calling Chantel's father one, watering down the weight of that fucking word. Like this is maybe the lowest low. You missed some terrible fucking things. Let me tell you.
Can you name one person uglier? Go.
Uncle Phil, I just did.
I've got to say, Miss Stripe says depressing as fuck. I've got to say, like, it is extremely rare when the topics that I discuss in stream that I am forced to take it home with me at the end of the night, at the end of the stream. But this is a very unfortunate reality that affects me emotionally even after I'm done streaming. It's because of the realization that people are actually this fucked up. People are actually this weak, this disgusting, this greedy. This I have such a hard time coming to terms with that reality. But it's like I have no choice, right? And that is what makes it really difficult to take home at the end of the day, man. This is not funny stuff. This isn't fun stuff anymore, unfortunately. These people have turned this shit into literal fucking hell that has real world fucking consequences.
She showed her combo and her number. Whose number?
Court Meg, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, Cynthia. So she basically raged, saying, not to make you feel worse, but she was like, oh, and Cynthia was whining and crying that I kicked her out, blah, blah, blah. You're a big piece of shit, Cynthia. No, you're a big gooey piece of slimer crap.
Yeah, I mean, dude, EE says, I've been thinking about child predators. It could be your mailman, a parent, you know, anyone. And that is what is so that reality, EE, is what makes people who are willing to defend based on these ridiculous measures. People like this are dangerous. Like, look at where we're at. Look at what FFG is essentially defending and why. Like, it's real world fucking danger. Sylveo, idiot bitch, are you still here? Idiot bitch, are you still in chat? Sylveo wants me to ask you if you can please unblock them on Twitter or on Sylveo. What do you mean? On Twitter or on YouTube? I don't know. Idiot bitch. If you're okay, you're still here. Idiot bitch. Sylveo is asking me to please ask you if you would, no pressure though, if you would unblock them. Oh, and she said here on YouTube. No pressure though. You make your decision. You don't have to talk about it publicly. You're welcome, Sylveo. I think idiot bitch. I think she has you have her blocked on YouTube. You're welcome, Sylveo. Let's get back to this gobbledygook.
Did gonorrhea throat just call me gooey? Ew, don't ever say
that.
that.
You're not. Oh no, but wait. I think if you had her blocked, she just wouldn't be able to see you. I think you'd be able to see her. She just wouldn't be able to see you. Idiot bitch. I think that's how. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Check your blocked list, idiot bitch. That's how you'd have to check it. And if you did have them blocked, you'd be able to see her. She just wouldn't be able to see you.
Where that's giving me the ugh. I got the ick. The hair on my arm is standing up. She just called me gooey. Ugh. I can't imagine what your phlegm was like when you had that aggressive throat gonorrhea 2 times. Must have been gooey. Yulia, that beach. Thank you for the super chat.
Dude, throat gonorrhea? Does she mean thrush? Did Chantel ever have thrush? Is that what she means? And yo, if she means thrush, why wouldn't she just say thrush instead of throat gonorrhea? What does she mean by that? You can have throat gonorrhea? No fucking way. That's a real thing. She did have throat gonorrhea. She's stating a fact here. Damn, that's fucking crazy. I didn't even know that was a possibility. Natter gave it to her. Okay, see, there you go. There you go. So she was a victim, man. Again, victim blaming and shaming. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, it wasn't thrush. I was wrong. It was actually for real fucking throat gonorrhea. I didn't even know that that was a real fucking thing, dude. That's fucking rough.
Go fuck yourself, Petra.
You know what? Her father's not going to do shit. Her father is probably so fed up with her bullshit. Do you know that his house is blurred on Google Street View? It is. Do you know how fed up of shit that you have to be to blur your house on fucking Google Street View? The grief that this death fat of a bitch, of a daughter that you don't even fucking know or care to take care of, causes you so much like strife in your life that you went and blurred your house on Google Street View. He doesn't give a damn what happens to this woman. If he gave a damn what happened to this woman, he would have raised her. You know what I mean? Because again, going back to that Q&A and the story that she gave.
Yo, thrush is crazy. You know what thrush is? Thrush is like a yeast infection, but of the throat. I swore she meant thrush. Crazy.
Gave us when she was born. Okay, Lil,
Yes.
Lil. Jesus.
Exactly.
When she was born, her mom didn't want her around him because he was such a raging alcoholic. But then her story again, he sobers up. And when he sobered up, he took off and he literally wanted nothing to do with her. He went.
Okay, this is what you have to do. Idiot bitch. If you want to unblock or check if somebody's blocked, what you have to do is go to, hold on, go to, well, are you on a phone or on the computer? Go to where it says your YouTube studio, click the 3 little lines and go to your settings. And then in settings, you go to community. Go to the community tab, and under your community tab, it will say hidden users. And then you can X out, you can change who you've had blocked or not. Oh, it's all right. It's super easy. You just go to settings.
And found a wife, had some kids, and she's not allowed to meet the kids. So that's just the truth of it all. You can't blame his alcoholism on that either. He was sober and made a choice to want nothing to do with you or your mother, Chantal. MG, thank you for the super chat.
With a studded spike.
Hold on, I cut her off mid-sentence there, and you got to hear that sentence out of somebody with a hijab on. Hold on.
Yes. Dude, that's the thing that they told me she's right about. I blame Eric says, didn't she get some type of STI in the throat from Nader where she said she blew him even though he had green coming out? Yes. I thought she was being fictitious when FFG said she had gonorrhea of the throat, but chat just told me that no, she really did have gonorrhea of the throat. That's what you're remembering. Of course. Hater Tater said this is just unnecessary cruelty. Of course it is. But isn't that the name of the game in terms of FFG? And this is why it's so rich to me that she would ever have the fucking audacity to try and speak on behalf or in defense of victims, because she is the number one. She's the number one victim blamer and shamer. As long as it has anything to do with Chantal or somebody, yelling the truth in her direction that she doesn't want to fucking hear. Cruelty is the name of the game, Hater Tater. You know that.
Go fuck yourself, Petra. With a studded spike.
Hijabby death fat. Go F yourself with a studded spike, she says to someone in the audience. Oh my God. She's on one today. Luna, thank you for the super chat.
Exactly. Whenever she was called out, whenever she was playing the part of me saying she doesn't care about her audience, she didn't say anything. She just went back to raging on Cynthia.
That's right. Why would I say something? Do you address every crazy thing that comes out of somebody's mouth? No, there's a lot of pauses we take in this video. That's so stupid. I didn't know it was worth the pause or to address it. I guess that's my bad. Okay, guys, let me take the pause that I didn't do yesterday and go, guys, of course I care about the audience. You know I care about the audience, right? It had nothing to do with the audience. You guys all know that. And it was 100% geared at Cynthia. Right? Right. Everybody knows that. You see how it wasn't worth the time?
I mean, yes, that's exactly it. Delilah says people like FFG are scared that an average person looking on is having the same thoughts as people that dislike people like her, exploiting Chantel. They're terrified of the end of their grift. Absolutely, Delilah. I love the way you said that. So clear and concise, because that is absolutely the reason they hate me so much. It's the reason they hate Belinda so much. It's the reason they hate Gaining Ground so much. It's because we are speaking what I consider obvious reality of the situation. The only people, like, it's not everybody. This is why I say all they need is a regular, like, if regular eyes ever went in her direction in large numbers, she'd be done for. Not everyone is going to be willing to go along with your lies and sycophantically live in your asshole. That is absolutely why they're all so afraid of the truth. Mine too, Delilah. Delilah says my brain hurts listening to their cope. Yes, absolutely, mine too. I do know sometimes after a long live stream, I will genuinely get a real world fucking headache. Like, I sometimes leave with a real fucking headache. I know, and I appreciate you so much, No Name. No Name says, hence why I respect all three of you. Thank you so much for your constant support, No Name, because I've got to say, it is not easy. It is not easy to constantly feel like you're in a ridiculous cycle with people who are just dishonest for sport, it seems, incapable of the truth. Like, so your support means so much. You really have no fucking idea. It's the difference between what keeps me going, because, like, what makes me keep going, for real. You have no idea.
Time to even address how fucking stupid that non-point you made was? Girl, get out the fuck over yourself. Say something half decent, half intelligent, even, it'll be addressed. Say something that dumb, there's no need to. Kate, thank you for the super chat.
Yo, and do you know that is it's one of the most fucked up parts. Idiot Bitch says they're all just doing it for money, and I'm here for the most entertaining shit. Like, me too also. And the very unfortunate reality that I've come to learn is that truth telling, like what I do, like what Belinda Gaining Ground does, are we sitting here making $2,000 in fucking super chats? Like, it, unfortunately, unfucking fortunately, it pays better to be a messy, hypocritical pig. So that's why I think this particular space calls to the lowest common denominator of humanity. And that's why these people are willing to do what they're willing to do. You have to really believe in your cause. It needs to be real important to you for you to go up against this, and to do it for no money at the same time. Like, who would be willing to do that? Belinda said, I spend my YouTube money on Excedrin. LL, me too, man. Headaches all day. Oh, it's so crazy. Falsely alleging that Chantel's dad is a PDF file now makes me wonder what FFG is projecting. Isn't that crazy though, Elizu? Because almost everything is projection. So it is a valid concern that you've got, because almost everything is a fucking projection coming out of her fucking mouth. Yikes.
Yeah, it's a good point. Not one mention, and not one person either mentioning the diet, the treadmill, the anything.
I stay in my case. Babe, can you slow the chat to like 10 seconds, please? You're right, Golden Girl. So her mom.
Yes. Blue's found a clue. Thank you for the super chat. I think she is hiding. The whispering when people come towards the door. Nobody does that for nothing. That is clearly happening for a reason. Because
All right, guys, we've been doing this for almost 3 hours now. This is so unfortunate. I am genuinely affected by the things that we've talked about here tonight. I wish that this wasn't the reality. It fucks me up because these are women still. Like, these are women. These are my peers. Like, I mean, my age group. I am so sad that people are willing to behave this way. I'm genuinely so fucking sad. I wish I could change things. I wish I could wave a magic wand and flip it to be financially beneficial, to be a good person, to be an honest person, to be a consistent person. But that's just not the way of it. And there's always going to be people like FFG, like Yaba, who are willing to exploit the needs of those people who crave that fucking hate on a daily basis. Like, man. Sylvail says, please take care of yourselves, everyone. Don't take on other people's bad energy. Psychic condoms for all. Love and peace and light to all of you fuckers. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so glad you said that. We all need spiritual fucking condoms because this is bad energy. This is, is this where it began? Zach said, oh my God, Kaya is live. This is where it began. Like, once Kaya came into the community and she showed the whole community that as long as you're spewing foodie beauty hate, that you can support a registered sex offender and people will be willing to forgive you as long as you continue to spew that Chantel hate. Like, that was number one, wasn't it? I'm so glad you brought that up. This is becoming a fucking pattern for Chantel reactors and haters. Holy shit. This is what this community is now, guys. I can't even fucking believe it. We'll cover it tomorrow. I'll stream probably in the afternoon, so we'll reconvene tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good night. Protect yourself. Be better than these people. And thank you always for supporting the channel and this message. I fucking need you guys. There's not many left of you who support the truth and fucking consistency and integrity. So every one of you matters more than ever. Have a good night, guys. And thank you for your support always.